Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sand Hills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Did we catch any of the Tuesday night football action last night? At all? There's 2 games. One went to overtime.
I watched the overtime.
Haha, yes.
I was gone most of the evening. Had a little event thing I had to go to, so I got back in time to watch Western Kentucky and La Tech.
Yes.
I watched that one. Kennesaw State I wanted to watch. By the time I got home, they were kind of had things in hand. Did they finish that way, Jake?
Yes, they won 45-28 over FIU. We can't play.
Kennesaw.
We can't play fireball this morning.
Hey, go back. Who's playing?
Kennesaw State.
They're 5-2.
Beat FIU 45-28 last night.
Where's Kennesaw State?
Is that Georgia?
I'm pretty sure it's Georgia, but that's just taking a shot at it. Yeah, I think it's Georgia.
Let me do this.
That's what I think. Okay, you look that one up. I think it's Georgia.
Yeah, they're 5-2.
I think weren't they like 1-11 last year? Kennesaw
State fired
State.
their coach.
Yep. So how about that for a turnaround for Kennesaw State?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty dang good. Probably going to a bowl game.
Okay, what was the other game?
Western Kentucky beat La Tech on the road 28-27 in overtime.
Yes. Very good game.
Bill watched the end of that game.
It's located in Kennesaw, Georgia.
Oh, we were right then.
Yeah.
Got it right.
That should be our clue right there that it's Kennesaw, Georgia, and Kennesaw State. My problem I have to be full transparency with the Breakers. So the game goes to overtime. I'm paying attention, and then all of a sudden I got distracted for a little bit. And all of a sudden I look up and the game is over. So what exactly happened at the very, very end? I don't know.
Don't worry about it too much.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're going to get through that one.
You did see some of the game, Bill.
The game was at La Tech, which interests me because I've been there a couple times. So that kind of interests me. Okay, I remember where the locker room was and different stuff. So I like that. There was, again, now you're looking at it easily probably 400 fans.
Let's see what it listed on the here. Hang on a second.
I'm sure it'll be listed like 12.5 or something. And trust me, it was under a grand.
Nailed that UTEP Sam Houston thing. What that was 600 plus.
600.
That's not good.
This is not good. What was your guess for attendance, Bill? Like actual attendance?
Actual attendance,
La Tech?
Probably 485.
This says 10,000.
10,000
last night. You're saying BS on that?
Yeah. Oh God. Yes.
Oh, come on.
There's not 10,000.
God,
that's the one thing. It's like, like it's kind of the same thing. It's kind of like, remember there was the deal with the athletic directors and everybody got together and said, we're following the rev share. Well, there's not really anybody policing it. That's okay. We're doing that. How about getting together and say, can we please stop with the fake numbers? Can we please stop with the attendance?
No one believes you
because everyone knows like that. The one number that within the system is how many tickets were scanned. That number.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Last night's game, I saw 2 plays of note in the different games. La Tech began the second half with the miracle in what's the music city miracle? That one. They started the half. They threw the ball across the field and they returned it for a touchdown, make it 20-14. So that was cool.
That was sweet.
And then FIU missed a 23-yard field goal wide right last night. Wide right, a chip from the chip shot. Pushed it right. 23-yard. The coach was disgusted on the sideline. They showed him. They panned him as like just the biggest head shake you've ever seen. Like what? Just can't believe.
So that was Tuesday. That was Tuesday night.
Tuesday night football.
Is there any?
We got some more tonight. Thank you for asking.
Oh yes. We went back in a stretch a while back where there was like 56 days in a row of football,
which is glorious,
which is incredible.
So tonight, Sip, for your watching interest, we'll have at 6:30 on ESPN2, Middle Tennessee State at Delaware.
Jesus.
Middle Tennessee State, I believe, has got 1 or 2 wins.
They're 1-5.
Yeah,
1 and
why-
5.
Why, God, why?
Del-
Go
Del-
ahead. What's the other
Delaware
one?
is scrappy.
What's the other one? I got to act like I care about. What's the other one?
You want this go? Okay, CBS Sports Network at 8 p.m. Missouri State at New Mexico State. That's got some
That interests me.
potential to it.
That interests me. You'll watch that, Steve.
You can't watch
I'll watch that
baseball
one.
till Friday.
There's no baseball.
Yeah, World
Yeah, you
Series
guys are
Friday.
going to. No, I'm
Let's
not
do
doing
NBA.
This.
You
I'm not
NBA?
doing. No, I'm not.
Oh,
I listened
yeah,
to NBA
start
last
last
night.
night.
I listened to a game last night.
Which one? Thunder Rockets?
Yeah. So we can't talk about that. I found in this world right now, in this new world where you have to apologize. Like if I'm at Planet Fitness talking to, there's a lot of breakers there last night. God bless them. Cade.
Fitness?
Yeah. But I will say the words, you got to present it like this. I do listen to the NBA. Don't judge me. Like I do. I listen to, I watch it. I pay attention to it, but we don't have to talk about it. Don't worry. You got to do that.
You have to
like,
apologize,
you have to apologize
for,
for
Yeah.
for
Yeah. Because
watching
people
the
don't want to hear it. They don't,
Mm.
it's like almost like a, I don't know. It's
But
interesting.
Mine is always
Alex loves it.
Understood.
Mine is always based off of one thing: time of year. I like to go high school. I like high school. When does basketball start? When football's over. When does wrestling start? When football's
Yeah. I'm not
over.
There's
suggesting
no
we talk about it.
overlap.
Yeah, there's no overlap. When does track and field start? When does that happen? That happens directly when basketball
Is over.
is over. Volleyball is when it's in the fall, and then so that's how I see my life. I don't like things. I don't like crossover. That's why I will not
understand.
do anything. If there's another great intramural game, tomorrow, I'm not going to
Not
watch that.
intramurals. It's
Exhibition. Intramural.
I'm not going to watch that either. I have no interest in that. Like,
I mean, I have genuine interest in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like I was listening to the game as I was driving around on Sirius Radio. Houston won in double overtime.
125, 124. Now, what bothers me about
Don't
that?
bother.
Bro-
We don't have to
no,
talk about
I got one thing.
it. But it's a stool
Not about-
issue because I love it. Like when I don't want to talk about it.
Here's why you can't love this part. Okay, Cavs.
Here's why.
Yeah, I'm gonna
you
push
can't
back.
Love this
you
part.
cannot love this.
I saw this.
You cannot love this.
Yeah, this is why I saw that for night. Cavs and Knicks are on ESPN tonight at 6:00.
Oh, that's a nice.
And
incredible game.
here's the problem.
What?
I saw the term for game one of load management
Load
already
management.
in play.
Well, who's
Game
loading?
one.
Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart of the Knicks are not playing because of load management. It's the first game of the freaking
It
season.
has problems.
Screw the NBA.
What
Yeah.
are they not?
Whoa.
Are they just hurt? Are they just hurt?
No, it's load management.
Think how you used to
Josh Hart.
I saw for sure Mitchell
just
Robinson.
think of
but I
all the
think Josh
players
Hart's
that used
that
to
too.
play every night. It's just
Oh, it's a problem. I mean, I recognize the problem.
the biggest problem is that you don't know when load management's coming. And so all of a sudden you have your
Yep.
ticket spot.
Yep.
That's
What
the
if all of a
problem.
sudden where are you guys going? You guys going back to
We're
Memphis?
going to
this year?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Okay, another great. So all of a sudden you're going to
Another great.
Oh no, I like Milwaukee. I'm a big fan of that.
Okay.
But anyway, if you're going to Milwaukee and then all of a sudden you're planning on seeing a couple, whoever you want to see, there's if Alex is a fan, there's somebody he wants to see.
Orlando.
But who is his favorite players?
Paulo Banchero.
So if he doesn't play,
Problem.
it's a problem.
It'd
The
be a
whole
big-
thing.
it'd be a
And-
big
and,
problem.
and you don't know if it's going to happen the night before. Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, like Ja. We ran. We were worried we were going to run it out with Ja Morant. Now he ended up playing, but no, that's a problem. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's not. It's an uncomfortable thing for the stool. It is. We don't.
Mine's
do it.
more seasonal though. I don't.
Right,
so
that's
like I
fine.
said, I'm not doing,
That's fine.
and I'll stick with that. With like that,
Yeah, I shouldn't have brought it.
we
up.
turn into a full basketball program. I will do that once football is over.
We got a while.
Yeah.
It's going too fast, by the way.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
the depression that sets
I
in.
know.
It must be like one of those deals.
It's week 8.
I know.
I
I
guess
bother.
it's- I
guess it's
I don't
week
like to
9.
hear that.
it's
week 9.
horrible.
Yeah, I
It's
don't like to hear
horrible.
that. When I hear it, it depresses me.
I want each team to get 4 buys. That's what I like to have. Just spread them out. So there's always games every week from like late August, and I'd like the season to go to somewhere around early March.
14-game regular season.
14-game regular season with 4 buys in there.
I
So
don't mean to depress you more, Sip, but next Saturday is already November.
I know.
November 1st, next Saturday when Nebraska plays USC. Like
USC.
we just played Akron.
I
We
know.
just played Houston
I
Christian.
know.
We were just playing in late August against Cincinnati and in Kansas
I know.
City. Like
I
it was
know.
just vivid memories.
I know. I think about it way too often. It's been fun though. It's been a fun ride so far, right?
The ride's not over
That's
yet.
right.
We're still in the middle of the ride. We can still appreciate that.
You've said it for several years. Every year, it's like, man, turn the TV on. This might be one of the more epic seasons you've ever seen. Because right now, there's not like, it doesn't really matter because nobody can beat so and so.
No,
you don't have it.
no,
don't
no,
have
no,
it. There's not one team out there you say, yeah, this is all great. You're just earning the right to get beat in the finals or in the championship game by so and so. There's not one. There's not one. Just remember, like that is. Think about this. People sometimes like, man, we just we didn't play defense against Minnesota like we should. It just wasn't as good as what we felt. They couldn't run the ball prior to us, and they ran the ball. This and that. Just imagine being at Georgia and Ole Miss. Their first 5 possessions are touchdowns. They went against Georgia.
Right.
Their first 5. Yep. And the only reason they won the game, they finally got a stop.
Georgia got it, yeah.
But then guess what?
Singular.
No one's saying a word. It's like Kirby. And he does deserve all the credit. He deserves all the credit.
He does. Thank you.
He does. But just think about that defensively.
I know that's weird, isn't it? It's weird, Georgia. Come on.
Everybody's just hammering Alabama that they can't stop the run. They can't stop the run.
That's weird, right?
But guess what they just did? They beat 4 ranked teams in a row.
Mm-hmm.
They beat 4 ranked teams in a row.
They're kind of backish.
Yeah,
they seem like it.
So, but there's not a team out there right now because even myself. Ohio State's challenge, have they even been remotely challenged? We thought first, like, when they beat Texas. Texas barely beat Kentucky. They had under 200 yards of offense against the worst team in the SEC.
Right.
So it's like, okay,
Buckeyes have won most games comfortably, but
they're
not
deserve
unbeatable.
the ranking. But I don't think anyone says, "Oh, you couldn't beat that team."
No, I don't think so. They're the closest.
Their defense is ridiculous.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
It's ridiculous. You're right.
Ridiculous.
And that. Indiana, like we were saying yesterday, Indiana probably could play with them, right? Beat them.
They haven't played like a Georgia or Ole Miss on offense. Ohio State hasn't.
They've not.
They've not played anything close to a juggernaut of offense.
Who they got?
Ohio State. We got Michigan, obviously, still on the schedule.
Yeah, that's not going to juggernaut.
No, they haven't.
Penn State was going to be a challenge, but now that's
this week, isn't it? Isn't Penn State at Ohio State this week? Am I off one week?
Hang on a second.
Please.
I must be because I went to the schedule and that didn't jump out.
Buckeyes are off this week.
Okay.
They're off.
Then they probably play Penn State.
Next week, yes. Penn State at Ohio State, 11 a.m. on Fox.
That's next week. Okay.
Next week, November 1st.
And do you think Ohio State cares that Jim Knowles is there and they're not having a good year?
Yes.
They care.
Oh, God. Put it on them.
They'll try to score 100.
Yeah.
They'll try to score 100.
And that's fine. That's fine. So Ohio State's off this week.
They are. No Buckeyes this week.
We'll go through the schedule. That's it.
Anything else? Idle chit chat for you
I
yesterday.
wish I had something more. I'm sorry I brought up the NBA.
Fitness. So you're popular.
Yeah, a lot of breakers.
No, there's a lot of. It's incredible how many. It's a very happy place. It is. Oh no, I'm not joking. Planet Fitness is an incredible place, and people are very respectful. They see the seriousness of my work.
They can see.
Elliptical, usually, right? Elliptical
and Nautilus machines.
Yeah, I got to jump to get to the pull-up bar. But they're very respectful. But they will, they'll pop in and say, "What do you think?" or say, "We listen every morning," or whatever they say. But
they don't yell the "co" at you.
No, they don't yell. You guys get more of that than I do. But
it's sad. I want people to yell at you that stuff. Hey, sip hash hole.
It was late fitness last night, and I came home and rode a little bit and zonked out. So I don't have a lot of.
Yeah, I've got nothing. It's
a pretty slow day here as well.
Was it?
Nothing really happening here yesterday.
What do you mean?
I didn't have any idle chit chat. Nothing major or minor.
Nothing in the office?
No. Pretty chill day. Pretty calm.
My last dream was involves Bill. And don't take this wrong, Jake. I don't want you to be offended, but I had a dream like it was like 4:40 and it was Nick Sainer saying, are you coming today? And I was in the dream, I was answering my phone. He goes, "Me and Bill are waiting for you." You were doing a show.
Me and Swim.
I was doing
a show with Nick. It's an eerie dream because think about how realistic.
Did you wake up in a panic?
No, not really. Because I looked at my phone, it was like 4:40 or 4:37. So no, but it just hit me like, ooh, that's weird. I had a dream that Nick Sainer called and said, Are you coming? Me and Bill are waiting.
What if it would have been Nick Saban calling you, and he was doing the show?
Me and
with,
Bill are waiting.
We were waiting. We were doing a show here with
If
Nick
you
Saban.
late with Saban, that'd be bad.
I don't take that wrong.
That's
I don't
fine.
know what Nick was.
That was a rare fill-in time,
Yeah,
you know.
it's a rare
I was
film.
dreaming I was fishing.
Really?
That's what I was dreaming. I was.
You should
fishing.
write down your dream.
Yeah.
That's got to be a
I
peaceful
should.
dream.
Yeah.
Bill, peaceful.
It
Nice
kind of
dream?
was peaceful. Yes.
I can't wait to fall back asleep because it means there's going to be another dream. Like that. Like I love that. Yeah.
I didn't want to bring it up, but since you said dreams,
Did
you were in
have
a dream last night. It was weird. This is why. Memorial Stadium. You were a hot dog vendor going up and down.
No,
I'm
way.
dead. I am dead serious.
I was.
It was
because-
very weird. Like,
Man, you'd have killed it as a hot dog vendor.
yeah, you were one of the guys yelling hot dog.
Hot dog popcorn.
I said, is that Sip?
Yeah.
Why is Sip serving a hot
really
dog?
odd.
It was
That's
odd.
a weird dream.
I don't know why that happened.
Just flashed in the
It's
dream.
never happened
You were
before.
dreaming of being in Memorial.
And
Stadium.
you were right, and you were
You guys
surfing
will be
hot
back
dogs.
there.
It was very
Back in
strange.
there, both of you this weekend.
I'll be there.
Will Jake be there?
I'll be there. I'll be
Yeah,
there.
you're always there.
I will be at the game in the stands, not the press box.
Northwestern 11 a.m.
I'll be there.
It's like a punishment game. It's like a punishment. You guys are playing at 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
Hey, the Breakers at the Planet
If-
Fitness are worried about this game.
if it's
So
an,
they should be.
if it's an 11 a.m. and it's not big noon, then it's a punishment game. 100%.
It's a that's how I regard it.
Last
Lose-
thing. Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
so, no, you go ahead.
Idle chit chat. Paul says on YouTube says the governor was fantastic yesterday. Great get. Thank you for having him on.
How about the
That's
governor?
Paul. Paul says that.
How about the governor?
Then he talked to us about his fitness later. He's a free weights guy. No Nautilus. Remember the Nautilus machines? Does that still exist? That was big. What do you guys do? I do Nautilus every day.
Wait a second. The Nautilus machine. What is that? Was that the big, like just a big?
No, that's not the
apparatus?
big square. That's
Oh.
the I talked about the
Right.
on air. No, that
What
Nautilus,
was that called?
Nautilus machines. Just had that was like as a brand, and it would be like your leg lifts. Remember this one? Let's do the pec deck. Remember this one? Oh, the pec.
You did the pec
I,
deck
all the time. I did. Yeah. Sometimes I'd change up and do it with my hand.
You're asking about the
Yeah,
Universal
pec deck.
Gym, right?
The Universal
That's
Gym is
yeah,
what we
yeah, yes, we.
Like played it like an accordion.
like an accordion. Played like an accordion. Yes. Yeah. Bill's
pec
on the
deck.
accordion pec deck machine.
I can't differentiate Nautilus from other stuff.
They're, it's just a different kind of a brand name. There's still some sort of a machinery like that. Yes.
The big one that you used to talk about was the one that was just in the middle of the
Universal.
room. Yeah,
They were
Universal.
incredible. Some
At
people
the high
had them on their.
schools, yeah.
They're that everyone had one. It was awesome, and that was your workout. You walked around the square, and the
know.
best thing too was, do you remember the incredible movable ab board? Remember that? And you could move the ab board up like that, so you could do it like you're basically inverted. It was like The ab board was incredible.
And there was wasn't there a rower?
What's that? What's that?
Was there a rower?
No, there was. We
I
didn't have a
don't know.
rower. We didn't have that. But we also you had the leg press, and it had two different, the high and the low. And the high and the low leg press was just incredible fitness. There was the thing we could change. You could do curls, and you could do tricep. But the triceps were also done you just did them on the lat pull down. Because you just did the lat pull down. That was the part of it.
The Columbus family Y had a room with that in the middle of it.
Yes.
And it was always very awkward because you'd be in there with like 300 people doing it, you know?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
"Ugh, I don't want to watch you do this.
Yeah, they're right next to
You
you.
know, and it's quiet, you
Yeah.
know, or there's some, no.
The
It was,
ben-
I didn't like it.
I can see the bench press now. I can see the whole thing. You can just put my pin in and all the stuff. And oh yeah, it was
The
incredible.
pin.
The pin was incredible. And then if all of a sudden, when you went to do one of the Universal went to do one of them, and the pin was gone, you're like, so
in
you
trouble.
had to borrow the pin
Yeah,
from the
the guy-
one next to it.
Different
And
machine.
then somebody would come to that one, like, where's the pin? And it was a whole thing.
It's a whole,
Got it.
I got it
domino
right here.
effect here.
Got it right there. So it was screw. Everyone's workup was jacked up because what happened to your
Someone
workout?
stole a
is-
pin.
Someone's took the pin.
The Universal machine.
No,
Better
honest.
times.
There's some. If there's a school out there that still has it, I'd love to know. Is there? Because it's probably still in use
Somebody
someplace.
has one.
And everything was cables. Remember the cables?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the whole thing, Bill.
Yeah.
The Columbus family Y had one. It was a fairly
What was
big part
that?
of my life. What?
Was that better times?
What was
Ba-
better
Just making
times?
sure. I'm just making sure.
Yeah. it was
You remember
good.
how also the
Jake.
covering of like the like the sit up board and all that stuff like that? It was kind of a slick shine. Remember how slick,
Red and
red
at the
it-
Y.
Oh, ours was red too. Ours was red.
Red with some like decor.
Decor. Yeah, kind of got sprinkly looking stuff on it. Yes.
Oh my god.
It's the same.
Oh my god. I gotta take my sweatshirt off.
Do it.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by 738 Ag. You need seed,
Joey.
chemicals, fertilizer, or someone to run the sprayer for you. 738 Ag runs the whole show. Custom application included. Learn more today at 738ag.com.
I owe Joey just what a thank you. He sent me, and I'll show you guys during break. He
He
sent
sent
me.
you a thank you?
No, he sent me combining videos
Oh.
of him in the combine.
Even better.
I want to see this.
driving the combine.
I have to see
with
this.
just his wrist. Like we talked about yesterday.
He did.
Yeah, he goes,
We gotta see
just,
that,
just
yeah.
my wrist.
Just that's power right there.
He doesn't make that
that face. That
Bill, he
That's
does not make
powerful.
that face.
uh,
He'll lose customers if he makes that face.
you might have that. Might lose some customers. I wonder if the farm equipment still has. This was popular in farm equipment days.
What?
Remember the knob?
Yes.
There used to be a knob on your
course,
steering wheel
yes.
to turn with. There was a knob, and that was on a lot of farm equipment. True statement.
Joey.
Joey.
738ag.com. 464-5685. Call or text.
Okay.
As always, we did hear from Dana Holgerston and John Butler
Yes.
yesterday. You were in the room, Sip. Was it uncomfortable at all?
No.
Okay.
It was not. It was, in fact, I thought Holgerston was kind of dialed back. He knows how to handle those situations, and he wasn't. Oh, like for instance, uncomfortable. Maybe he'd get uncomfortable when asked. I'll tell you what. I will give the reporters credit. There were some hard questions asked, not by me. I don't know why. I was a
You
little
didn't
slow.
ask hard questions?
Well, I was a little slow, and the guys just got to him, and it was. But that was fine. It never bothers me when that happens. But anyway, like Holgerston was asked what he thought of Rule, saying, the staff there's parts of the staff that maybe overlooked this game. Do you have that sound?
I got him saying outplayed and outcoached.
Yeah, you could say that. There was later in the conversation where he just say respected Minnesota, but that's one's fine. Yes, start with his opening statement.
Got outplayed, got outcoached against a good program, a good team. PJ does a good job. He's been there 8 years now. I've had a lot of success. They got great culture, and they beat us everywhere. I worry about offense and what we got to do. Obviously, it wasn't good enough. So just got to challenge them to get better. We've played good offense this year. We know what it needs to look like, and it just didn't look like it. So that starts with me. I'm responsible for what the offensive production is. So we got to do better. We got to practice better. We got to prepare better, and we got to go play better.
Nebraska allowed 9 sacks. 9. A Rule said on Monday that there could have been 4 or 5 more, but Dylan eluded them. He addressed that.
Yeah, and I know you guys talked with him about Coach yesterday. I watched that press conference and understand. It's everything. The miscommunication was just that was one time Emmett heard 5-man protection. It was 6-man protection, or vice versa. And that obviously can't happen. That's the easy part. The hard part is like executing the assignment and blocking the guy to the point to where Dylan has time to get rid of the football. But this goes back to this, and we had this conversation a couple weeks ago. Receivers got to run faster to get to their spots. Obviously O-line's got to protect better. Dylan's got to be comfortable in the pocket. There's some times where they weren't sacks, but they were hurries because he wasn't comfortable in the pocket. And so he's got to do a better job in the pocket. I got to get him in better plays that are quicker. Thought we had some things figured out based on a week ago. We went through that 2-week stretch where it didn't look very good.
What you got?
That's what you got.
Stop there.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with that sack discussion. Apparently, I think it all goes back to the O-line. Receivers not getting to their spots. That resonated with me. I was going to ask Bill about that. It's not like Frost invited me up there very often, but there's a few times he did. And he showed me one time a film of one of the receivers I will not name, not getting to the spots. And that is a bad look now, not getting to their spot on time. Like when they're supposed to be there, he could show on film. Look at this. Look at this. this kid. I'm not going to say who it is, but it was bad.
Yeah.
So that puts a quarterback in a fix, right?
Yeah, everything puts it in a fix.
You were a receiver.
There's very little things that don't add up in football, as far as like from all the way across the board. The route, the call, and also there's always some things too. It's like there's certain calls you have, and they do something defensively. The play's not a good play.
Ooh,
and those that happens. It's like, hey, it's not a good call. I mean, we ran this and they ran this, and they win that. They win that chess match, that play.
That down.
And that's where you have to be like going, okay, let's go. You just go to the next play and that type of thing. You have to understand all the stuff that can happen with different situations.
Did you ever in that situation where you just didn't get to your spot as a receiver?
Well, I was always
Serious
blocking.
question.
I was usually blocking. So
You did catch one touchdown.
I did have a touchdown against Benedictine, yes, and that's still people talk about it often.
I know.
But
There's a
yeah,
lot of photos.
remember, I did not get a chance to really go to 7-on-7 because I had to go to the blocking sled. So and then also I was never open, for 4 years. That was hard in practice and in a game. Was never came back to Savota like, hey, listen, I got something here. I got something here. I was covered all times until I got the big, the up in Minnesota that time.
Benedictine.
Double move,
Savota. Hey, now he also talked about, I don't know how you got it labeled. What they got to do better. He said on at least twice, got to get Dylan in quicker plays.
Ooh, that's your quick game you want to see.
I know,
right
but
there.
I don't think they want to give up what they're going to do. But yeah, quick game is what I'm.
Well, we've talked about that, but talking about it's one thing and feeling it's the other. I mean, you watch every game, college football, in the NFL. I mean, that pocket's violent, and so you got to put yourself in his shoes and make him feel comfortable and make him, understand timing. He's a vet at that, and he does a really good job of that when he's comfortable, and so that starts with me, and that's my job to make sure that he is.
Oh yeah, that he said that I was going to address that too. I tried to address it with a couple sports writers. I don't think they knew what I was talking about, so maybe I don't. Let me try it with you guys.
Please do.
He kept saying Holgerson kept saying we got to get Dylan to where he's comfortable. He's really good when he's comfortable. Here's what he said. At the end of the day, it's about making Raiola feel comfortable back there. When he's comfortable back there, he's as good as anybody in the country. We all know that. When he's not comfortable, he's not. Now, the thing if I had Holgerson sitting here, I'd say, don't you have to get him operating when he's not comfortable? Because how often are you comfortable?
Not a lot.
Right.
Not a lot. Yeah. If that's that sometimes, and that is the magic of a quarterback. When you watch how they move in a pocket, I mean, the great ones, it's just ridiculous how good they can move, and what that feels like of being comfortable when people are all around you is something. Then there's this clock in your head. There's all these things that are going on. But yes, it is hard because we used to always talk about it. If they come with an all-out pump block, they're going to get close to the quarterback. I mean, to the punter. They're not just going to all of a sudden just like bam, 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 and no one's even close.
Get that baby off.
Yeah, they're going to get. There'll be something somewhat close if they have an all-out pressure on the punt. You just got to be able to punt it from this area. You're protected, and away you go. Not a problem. But it's kind of the same thing with a quarterback spot. Is that if they're bringing the pressure, doing something like that, it's going to be uncomfortable, and it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable. It won't just be like, man, just look at that. He's standing back there. He's got doesn't have to climb the pocket even because he's just in all kinds of time.
How often do you see that?
That's hard.
You don't see it very often.
No, in the NFL, you said, Holgerson hit on it. Said it's a violent area.
Yeah,
it's a very violent area.
If I were a coach,
Here we go.
There we go.
Coach
I'd love to hear that.
Coach
Yes, thank
Sipple.
you.
I would go to practice today, and I would do everything I can to make him uncomfortable. I'd yell. Maybe I would just get in there and yell at it. I'd throw crap at him.
Nice catch.
About myself.
Nice catch.
I would. I want him uncomfortable every play.
What if can we just go this? If we can just think about this real quick.
Want some detail
How
here.
awesome it would be if they being Nebraska brought in the sports writers to yell at
to throw
Dylan
stuff at him.
and throw stuff at him during practice. We're bringing in sports writers.
You know what I'm saying.
The Sips here, Babcock's here. Sherman.
What are you
What are you guys
throwing
doing
at
here?
him?
We're gonna yell at the quarter. We're gonna yell at Dylan and throw stuff at him
Throwing
during
shoes at him. What
what is he? Shoot like a pillow? What are you
the hell
throwing
are you
at him?
Throwing at him.
Just throw like a football at him when he's supposed to throw. When he's supposed to throw, you throw one right at him.
Throw
I mean,
A sports
like-
writer's dream.
sports writer just hit him right in the stomach.
I
with a-
want him comfortable. I
Throwing
want him
footballs at the
But what
quarterback in
Steve's
practice.
saying is correct.
Yeah.
You do it. It's like all the time. It's like, hey, if they run this particular concept in the passing game, and we're in this, we're so good. So we just spend hardly no time on that. That's one thing defenders do all the time. It's always like, listen, all I worried about was the highly difficult stuff. All of a sudden, if this happens, we're in this man coverage, and they are in bunch formation, and they motion to it. They have all kinds of things that can go on. So you're always working what's difficult. You don't want to go out there and be like, oh yeah, we just kind of work the easy stuff. Then on Saturday, the difficult comes out.
Yeah.
So
Then on Saturday, we give up 3 sacks to Cincinnati, 7 to Michigan, 5 to Michigan State, 7 to Minnesota. You better make
9 to Minnesota.
9 to Minnesota. Thank you, Jake. So I would tell him you're not going to be very comfortable. Okay. So you got
part of the
operate.
deal.
Yeah. With this team right now, you've got to figure out how to be uncomfortable and still deliver. It's unfair, but it is what it is. Okay. What else did Holgerson say? Oh, well, he talked about Northwestern's defense.
Don't have that.
He talked about targeting Dane Key and Ja'Cory Barney more.
Well, you got to establish a run. That's the easiest thing, and we weren't awful in the run game right now. When I talk about balance, it's about getting the ball around to different people. I mean, we've done that at a high level this year, and we need to continue to do that at a high level. You go back to, I charted the Cincinnati game, and I just kind of revisited it. We snapped it. We put the ball in play 64 times out of 78. Okay, so that 68 snaps, the ball is getting distributed to people. When you snap the ball 55 times and 15 of the 55 don't get put in play, there's just not enough so somebody's going to be upset, and we got to get Ja'Cory the ball more. We got to get Dane the ball more. We targeted Dane 3 times downfield, and they were unsuccessful.
Okay, there's that. There's also, you better get to Rocco. So Rocco, I saw Rocco had his finger, the bone dislodged, but now he had surgery Sunday and he practiced yesterday. Is Rocco going to play? Yes, that sound? Okay. Rocco did practice.
It was almost like you asked Jake the question. Jake, is Rocco going to play?
I don't have the sound of that.
Rocco, what he said was kind of interesting. Rocco is trying. He had surgery Sunday and he's back out there. It's just going to be a pain tolerance discussion. Now, he did say they practiced 4 guys. We're talking about right guard right now. At right guard, I don't know who those 4 would be. It would be Rocco and Tyler Knack, I imagine, because Tyler Knack played in his stead on Friday night. But I don't know who the other 2 guys were. So anyway, Rocco.
Was there any details on he was out there? There's a big difference on being out there.
No, he was practicing,
and he went reps with the ones.
Yeah, and
okay, then there's probably a pretty good chance he plays.
Yeah, memorable that Holgerson said we're different. We're a different offense when he's not in there. We're not the same offense without Rocco, so he's valuable. We'll see what that looks like. Pritchett will be back. He didn't say that, but that
was the first half targeting, so we missed the second half. So he should be back for the game. Yes.
Pritchett will be back. I don't know about right guard, but it sounds like Rocco. Is there anything else you want to see there that you'd be interested
Not from Holgerson. That's all we had.
It was light. It was
5
light.
clips.
After he was done, Sean looked at me and said, "Not much meat on that bone."
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Did you expect more meat in that bone?
No, kind of. Holgerson, as Bill knows, Holgerson's a veteran. If it was me, I'd go in there. Okay, there were some fireworks yesterday. We don't need fireworks today. I'll just, you don't need to be hysterical about this stuff.
No reason.
In my opinion, you don't.
Like I said, you don't want to be aloof. You want to be sharp and crisp. and you want to get off the podium. That
was what he was.
That's what I would want to be.
That's what he was.
I'm not gonna talk down to reporters or basically I'm talking to the fans when I'm doing that, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to disparage anything.
Right.
And I want to answer. If I get asked a tough question, answer it. How short can I be with it? How can I be accurate with it? And then move on. I want to get off the podium.
Right. And he was. When I say there wasn't much meat on the bone, this wasn't anything crazy, but he was sharp and ready to roll. Holgerson, you can tell, was a head coach. He's good in that scenario. He's savvy. He knows how to handle those questions. He does. I mean, you can tell he's a head coach. So that was good.
Well, before we get to break, if you are hungry right now,
if you
for breakfast, brunch, or lunch,
Uber Eats,
it's available.
I don't do Uber Eats.
But what if we could right now? Who would you call?
The bird.
Not
The late bird.
Not the late bird.
Early bird.
They've been open for 5 minutes.
They have. At 19th
Bird,
and K,
bird. Bird is a word.
They have free and spacious parking. They got breakfast nachos, breakfast
Tacos.
waffles, pancakes, French toast. Who could forget the world famous hash holes?
God, Jake, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Jake's was
Louder yell than usual.
Yeah, I was coughing.
I got you off guard. Sorry. Stop by today.
They
They're
got
open,
good sauce.
open right now till 2 p.m. every day of the week at 19th and K. Early bird. Breakfast, brunch, and lunch. Wait from John Butler next on Early Break in the Ticket.
Jake's.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Copple Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Copple is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Copple Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at copplecars.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in season? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. For tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Hello, Husker fans. Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for all your automotive needs. Whether new or used, car, truck, crossover, SUV, or EV, we've got them. Shop our ever-changing specials at ZollnerofBeatrice.com or give us a call today and go big red. We are Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Looking for someone to clean out your gutters or aerate your yard this fall? Call Isaac at Woida Outdoor Solutions today at 402-607-9154. Get your gutters cleaned today with a phone call to Woida Outdoor Solutions at 402-607-9154.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com, or text APPLY to 785-369-1320. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
It's Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Today is Wednesday, which means Ruhlman's is open for lunch and dinner.
Christmas Wednesday.
Oh, it is Christmas Wednesday. Life just got better on Highway 6 in Ashland. It did.
Imagine the kids coming down the steps this morning. Just imagine
Mom,
that.
We're coming up with steps.
Whatever it is. Whatever it is. That Phil's open again. God,
it does feel better, doesn't it?
It doesn't feel better. Everything is right with the world again.
It is.
I'm glad they take the time off. You need to reboot.
It's important for Phil.
Time off.
Reboot.
Yeah, well then plus like that.
You don't reboot very often.
You don't have much. I don't have a lot of reboot. I like a reboot day. Yes.
I know. I agree. But Phil reboots and he lets his people reboot and then they're ready.
He does it more for the staff because Phil's there.
Oh yeah.
Phil's there.
You know, Phil was on the chat earlier this morning.
Phil,
Yeah.
hang on. Time out. That's right up there when all of a sudden when the governor said that he knew the Reiser family.
Well, speaking of the governor, Phil says on the text line of the chat, he says, I am reaching out to the governor to have him stop in at Ruhlman's after the game Saturday to celebrate a win with a cookie skillet.
Nice.
Imagine seeing Pillen, Governor Pillen at Ruhlman's having the skillet to celebrate the win.
Imagine seeing Pillen there.
Governor Pillen.
Yes.
Well, Phil and Pillen in the same venue
would be incredible.
Wow.
So how about that,
Yes.
Phil?
Size that up for a second. Wow.
You want great steak, great walleye, crab rice, wood-fired chicken, and more? Please.
Wood-fired.
Make the drive to Ruhlman's Highway 6 in Ashland. Open Wednesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner.
I think about how beautiful today is, making that drive down Highway 6 at dusk.
It would be dusk because you'll be able to see it a long time because there's multiple stops because of the construction. To build
is that improving it or not? I haven't been on that road.
Has there been any improvement at all?
No, I don't think it's that bad.
Has anything been done at all?
I can say that Capitol Boulevard is finally done, and I'm a very happy man this morning. It's today. Today it's done.
Yes.
Last night.
That runs by the course.
Goes all the way to 70th Street.
It runs by Jim Ager.
Yes.
Yes.
That's done. The lanes are open. It's a miracle.
It is. What's going on in Husker football, Steve?
Well,
what do you
I wanna
want to get to?
Yesterday,
Jake's got
Troy,
some-
Troy Dannon spoke on radio last night.
He did on statewide radio.
Nebraska's AD.
I like this.
And talked about a variety of things as you would assume. But one thing was there's a comment about Nebraska's rebuild, which already is going to make people uncomfortable and say, what rebuild are you talking about? Here's Troy Dannon. This is on Husker Online on 3.
Hut.
Says this, my job is to assess where the program is at. The tough thing for our fans is we're 3 years into a rebuild. Here, the fans are 15 years into a rebuild. So I understand the frustrations are things not turning, but I look at everything that's happened this year and where the program is going. Troy Dannon.
Well,
on radio.
The question you, as a fan, you want to know right away is, okay, how long you need here? I mean, how long is this? What are we talking about here? I mean, I guess we're in a rebuild. But how long do you plan on this taking? You know, nobody knows. Nobody can answer that question.
Rebuild, the term, it has changed because it used to always be, well, what kind of contract do they have to have? They have to have a 5-year contract. So they get a full recruiting cycle, which means you bring in red shirt, the whole, that was your deal. They have to have time. That has changed quite a bit with the portal. That has changed a lot. That's why you see year 1, Arizona State, not very good. Year 2, predicted to be dead last, won the whole league, went to the playoffs in year 2. And so you see Indiana, they didn't even wait a year for a rebuild. They just rebuilt it, and they went from 3-9 to a good spot right away.
And now he said that's an outlier.
Yeah. He says Kurt Signetti is an outlier with the rebuild.
He didn't want to,
Well, there'd be a lot of outliers. There's a lot of teams that have rebuilt quicker.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I think as an AD, when you say rebuild, some people hear surrender, like, okay, well, we can't expect much, right? Because they're in a rebuild. It's a difficult conversation. I just minor nitpick. I got hammered on our board for this, by the way. I did because I did write. Like, it's not fit. You can't go 15 because 15 years ago they were winning 10 and 9 games under Bo Pelini. They were just 15 years ago.
Yeah.
They're just coming off of a Big 12 championship game appearance. So no, they're not. That I just felt okay. Again, I'm getting hammered for this, for being nitpicky. But I would just say, just don't say 15 years. I mean, it's not, because they weren't in a rebuild.
Maybe 10.
Yeah, they weren't in a rebuild 15 years ago. They were winning 10 and 9 games regularly, and they just come off a Big 12 championship game. So it's not 15.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
so you guys are on with it.
No, I agree with that.
Stands
People
behind
are like,
you.
Sipple, you're being, come on.
No, we stand behind you on this
God
one.
bless you. Anyway, so yeah, that was, he said some other interesting things too. Like, what they have 100,000 ticket requests for the Savannah Bananas. Well, that's going to be in June, apparently.
The Savannah Bananas are about
they're so popular.
It's kind of one of those things that you wish. I don't know how many years the Banana's been going, but you like to wish, be like going, I used to see him in Savannah. I used to see him in front of 5,000 people, and it was glorious. Now it's turned into quite a show. But I'm not pushing back that it's awesome, because they've built a dynasty out of this thing, which is cool. I would only have interest in seeing him in Haymarket. I have no interest in seeing him in a football stadium. They're going to play a lot of football stadiums, but I have no interest in that.
I would not even dream of going to that. Anyway, but
they have a guy pitch on stilts.
Yes,
that interests me.
That's kind of funny.
That interests me.
I think he bats on stilts too, right?
Yeah, I didn't know they bats on stilts
pitch
also.
and bat on stilts.
That's amazing.
Imagine batting on stilts.
That's amazing.
It is. And the fact that, like, if a fan catches a foul ball, it counts as an out.
Now that's cool.
I mean, that kind of stuff that they come up with is just remarkable.
Hey, one other thing Dan said was just a reality check type thing. That's really, I mean, it just shows you how wild the swings are. He said last week he heard from fans. He heard from fans saying, "Do what it takes to keep Rule." And this week it's been the exact opposite. I mean, that's the
craziness. Yeah,
right. That's the way.
That's
the way it goes.
Well, am I putting you under a microscope here, Steve? Can you talk about those numbers
The
that you
numbers,
guys-
the numbers of the
contract numbers. Yes,
The comparison to Matt Rule and Kurt Signetti.
Okay, so when we have these discussions about Rule and Penn State and all that, you know, people say you gotta do something for Matt salary wise. Well, you have to also you have to put yourself in Troy Dannon's shoes. I mean, you have to know what's going on around you, and one thing that's going on around you is that Kurt Signetti just signed a new deal. Now, if you look at this new deal Kurt Signetti got, if you look at the terms, starting in 2027, Rule will be paid more than Signetti under the current terms of Rule's contract. In 2027, Signetti's set to make $9.85 million. In 2027, Rule is set to make $10 million. His escalates. He's at 7.5 right now, but it goes to 8.5 next year, and then 10 in 27, and then 11.5 in 2028. In 2028, Signetti is set to make 9.9. At that point, though, under the current terms, Rule will make nearly $2 million more than Kurt Signetti. So now you put yourself in Dannon's shoes. You announce a contract extension with more money. Now wait a second, Rule's gonna make that much more than Kurt Signetti. You gonna pay him more than Kirby? I mean, I don't know if he can do it. I don't know. Now I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm not speaking for the state of Nebraska, but I don't know if you can do. I think might be judged in some areas as irresponsible.
I'd say yeah.
You know, I mean, reckless. I don't know if he can do that. He's making a lot of money.
Yeah, that's the part you hear forever. Is just like this has been the common theme across from other pundits has been, okay, I don't want to hear about athletic directors talking about financial issues when they hire someone and they have to fire them and pay them $50 million. It's kind of like, okay,
100.
It's like what then all like Wisconsin sent a letter out. We need more help. Well, you just hired. We don't get you more help. They just hired a coach that you hired. Now you're asking for more money, but the critical error is in one area. It was in the hiring right now. As it stands right now, it has not been good at Wisconsin.
A fickle, right?
And so that makes it very, very. So also these buyouts, which have become, just not right now. If you just say it's $25 million, it's like that's like it's a joke book. Well, $25 million at the time, 2 weeks ago, would have been the second highest payout ever. It was Jimbo, and then Malzahn was 21.
Yep.
Now it's like 25.
Napier was in that range. Yeah, ADs. I don't know. Their jobs are very difficult right now.
When we come back, the mailbag and song of the day is next on Early Break of the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Buick Farm Outfitters. Now that we're into harvest, it's time to think about what's next on each of your fields. For some, that means cover crops. Whether it's to help with weed pressure or erosion control, boost soil health, or if you need something for cow chow, we can help. We're seeding everything from simple rye covers to more exotic mixes and even winter wheat. So if you're shorthanded and don't feel like you can get anything seeded, just give us a call and we can help. Find us at BoyckFarmOutfitters.com to get in touch. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com. Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Here at Aspen Builders, our company is building more homes today than I thought we would ever build.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, I am just shocked at how strong our market is here in Lincoln and at Aspen Builders. We're probably helping people right now more than ever get into a new home. We've been able to find pieces of ground we can develop affordably and keep our lot prices down a little bit. I think with our volume discounts and our office staff, 35 years of experience, we figure out a plan that's going to work great for you. We make it perfect. We make it fit your price range. All of this is part of the reason we're so busy.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Copple Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Copple is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Copple Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at copplecars.com.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and The Ticket FM.
Once again, your song today from 1982, Hurts So Good by John Mellencamp. 464-56851 is bad, 10 is good. Text rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Mel, go ahead. Go ahead.
You lead off because you've met him. You lead off because you know him.
You could have chatted with him.
But you saw him.
Never
And
met him.
Sometimes
You
there's
saw him in Indiana last year.
There's certain things in life you're jealous of other people. This is one of the big ones. Right
I mean,
there.
I'm not going to say it wasn't a huge part of my life.
Yeah, so it was a huge part of my life. I wasn't even there. It's one of the,
The story took
like-
us. Yeah, we were blown away by that last year.
I think that'll come up in my obituary. That Bill also knew a friend, Steve Sipple, who once saw John Mellencamp in Indiana, and you saw him in Indiana. So please lead off.
I mean, I love him. I love the man. I do. And we've told the story, but I'll tell it again real briefly.
We need to.
So we were covering the Indiana game. Was that
Last year.
Last year. God, last year on a
In
beautiful.
Bloomington.
You guys remember it was a beautiful sunny day in Bloomington, and everybody kind of knows that Mellencamp's there.
That's just walking around like 2 hours before. It's like he's here. Mellencamp's here.
Cougar's here. Yeah, Cougar's here.
Where's the cougar at? He's here. He's here. Don't worry about it. He gets whisked in too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So, I was okay. So the press
Paint the
conference was
picture.
over. The rule press conference was over, and I was walking in a corridor down in a corner of the stadium with Andy Kendi. Andy's the TV man, and he's a great dude, by the way. We should have him on sometime. Seriously,
We should.
Okay.
We
He's
should.
great.
Andy's a great dude. I mean, a great dude. And where I'm walking with Andy, I said to him, God, the only regret I have not seen Mellencamp. And as I was saying it, there he was. He was walking right towards me, and he glared at me like, no. Yeah, we're not going to do this, but he had quite an entourage. I'd say 12, not like a bunch of big dudes. Just I think it looked like family type stuff. But he was leading it, which was sweet.
He was out in front.
He was in the front.
Wow.
He's a dude. Now he's a little dude. Probably my size or smaller.
Do you think that's why he stared at you like, hey, we're both the same size? Do you think
Say
that?
nothing.
No, but
You stare back.
we made eye contact.
You've made eye contact with Mellencamp.
Yeah, well, 100% made eye contact.
That's in the obituary for sure.
That'd be there for sure.
No, Bill,
I know
I'm
a
not
guy that
lying.
made eye contact.
No, there was 100. I mean, I wouldn't talk about it like this if we didn't make eye contact. We made eye contact. And he's a huge. And by the way, he was actually doing something on a stage on Friday when I talked to your friend Urban Meyer, and Urban Meyer was like, Bill Busch. He was actually Mellencamp was doing something that day too, off in the distance. But anyway, great song, Jake. Jeez, that's a great song.
Thank you, Jake.
Whoa.
You brought back a picture painted that was unbelievable.
And you know what, too, by the way, we don't have to do this today if you don't want, but we could count. You might get to 20 hits on him.
A lot. It'd go high.
I was just browsing. Ooh. Anyway, that you're well into the nines on that song. I could go is a beautiful. He was unbelievable, by the way. He had a great run. 9.67.
967.
967. I'm gonna do the exact same number. 967. I'm doing it. 967. It means that much to me that you know Mellencamp.
You looked into his eyes.
You stared into. I mean, it's like this. You stared into his eyes, into his soul.
We saw him.
That's powerful.
So I'm the same. 967.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Rudy's gonna be He's gonna be at 8.4.
Come on, Rudy.
At that 4.5.
He says too slow for me. This song's not that slow. 4.5.
He said, "Man,
it's no Gilbert O'Sullivan." I know.
Yeah. Alone again, naturally.
He brought that in for the governor. He brought
I
in
didn't know he was going to be
O'Sullivan.
here for the song of the day. To be
Brought
fair,
come on, Jake playing Gilbert
O'Sullivan for the governor.
I didn't know he was going to be here for that
Alone
segment.
again, naturally.
I did.
It's like what is that?
I played Toby Keith last time. He gave like a 9.
And yeah.
Why did you play Gilbert O'Sullivan?
Gilbert O'Sullivan rolls in. The
Just
governor
trying
rolls
to find
in.
a 70s song that I liked.
You like that song, huh?
He does. Look at him.
I don't say I like it. It's interesting.
But that's who you went with. You knew you had the leadership.
I didn't know he
of
was
the
going to be in the
state.
studio at that time.
This is a
Okay, ratings here before we move on. Vernon Dakin, 6'8". Bill and Bennett, 5'7". Lyle in Omaha, 9'6". Mike and Dalton, 7'5". Who Clevin, 7.
Oh, he's back.
He's back. Thank you,
Bird's
Bird.
back with the 7.
The Bandit, 8'5". Dino, 7.8. Kyle and Hooper, 8'1". Dustin and Waverly, 7'7". Classic. Gavin and Pender, your friend, 8.8.
Thank you, Gavin.
Casey and Seward, 7'7". Shamia B, 8. Scott in Delaware, Ohio, 8. Wink in Elkhorn, 9'5". Scott, Minnesota, 7'9". Travis and Ankeny says that's a 9'9".
Ankeny.
Jennifer, 8'9". Hubby, 8'1".
Whoa.
Might be the happiest.
That's pretty good.
8'9", 8'1".
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Fireworks.
Wheelhouse. Fireworks in the house right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beef tacos,
Arr.
5.6 from Beef Tacos. Kurt, Northern Kentucky, 6'5". And YouTube. I can't forget YouTube here before we move on. Albert, 8. Chad, 4.
Move on quickly.
Nashville Husker, 8'9". Nebraska Knoll, 8'6". Charlie, 7'5". Genghis, 4'9".
The corn.
That's right. Bolt says average 5.2. Come on, Bolt. Mellencamp.
Hey, your
Oh,
boy.
wow.
How about
Hey,
your
Bolt.
boy?
Hey, when you drive by, don't expect to wave.
Not today.
Don't expect it to wave.
Yeah.
The next
You
couple,
turned down Mellencamp.
there's a couple weeks of no waving for me.
Wow. Come on, Bolt.
What's
Yeah.
up, Bolt?
Yeah.
Mellencamp and Troy, 8'1". Song of the day was Hurt So Good by John Mellencamp from 1982. It's time for the bag. Here
All
we go. The 3 words you don't want to hear in IT are what, Bill?
I've been hacked.
Oh, no, not
You can
again.
avoid being hacked with our friends at Applied Connective Technologies in all 93 counties of the state. They manage all things IT and cybersecurity with a 99.7% retention rate. Is that any good?
You think this is one of those deals? No, Jake, it's incredible. Do you imagine? Do you think it's one of those deals like, yeah, I know this is important now, but in a few years, this is a fad. There'll be no more cybersecurity. We don't need it. We'll all be safe. Nope.
No.
No, it's going the other way. You better have an insane plan to protect yourself. This is the plan right now. Will's the plan. Get a hold of him, free consultation. Save your company now.
AppliedConnective.com. To the bag, John says, good morning, Stool. When I was a kid, my favorite costume to wear on Halloween was an astronaut.
Ooh, I like
Sweet.
that. That'd be so.
That's pretty sweet.
Did you
that,
guys?
That also was like that was almost like your 6th grade simple. Sweet, dude. You're an astronaut. Sweet.
That's a good idea.
It is. An astronaut's a great one.
Yeah.
He says, did you guys have a favorite costume for Halloween?
That's real simple. We've been over this 100 times. I do not participate in Halloween.
You never did it.
No,
What about as a boy?
There's no
5 years
favorite
old?
costume.
What about little Bill?
I got drug around a little bit. Sharon would take me around. Mom would take me around to a few spots. Yeah.
What was Sharon?
Called your mom.
Well,
You go with Mom. What was
no,
Sharon on that
no,
one?
Sharon was. That's my mom, and she would take me around like into Cayman to see a few friends and stuff, and I'd be probably like a football outfit on or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
But I
You
just
put eye
wanted-
black on?
What's that? I might have, but I just wanted to go home. I wanted nothing to do with it. Me and Laura. Now we are not curmudgeons on trick or treaters though. We will have our candies available.
What about Tamara?
That I actually did probably participate a little bit, not so much. I just not my deal. Not my deal. But listen, if it's your deal, Breakers, I'm okay with that.
Think
this
of
is my
one.
deal.
Can't you think of one?
No, I don't remember any costume that I wore.
I think one time I was a tiger.
You were a tiger? That'd be sweet.
No, a lion. A lion. I had a mane.
Mane?
Yeah. Little kid.
If there is a chance to get a photo of Sipple in the lion,
Marty, find the lion picture,
please find
please.
it.
Send it in.
Do you have a tail?
I don't know.
That'd have been sweet.
Yeah, but no, Jake, Bill and I are similar. Not
No
really
Halloween.
big on it.
Well, Bill's good at handing out candy on Halloween. He takes that part seriously.
I'm
The
very
trick or treat-
serious
Yeah,
about
you're on
that. We're never going to be the ones like, yeah, we don't do this. No. Kids show up, they're getting candy.
Yes. Did that last year.
Yeah.
At Bill's house. Next up, Kurt says, good morning, guys. Since Minnesota has a trophy game with Nebraska, do they treat it like a rivalry and Nebraska doesn't? Is that why they came out flat? Part 2, should Nebraska play Wisconsin and Minnesota every year since they are trophy games? Okay, that was a very mixed up question. He says, part 2, should Nebraska play Wisconsin and Minnesota every year since they are trophy games? No.
I don't.
No, I don't see it. No,
run on sentence here. Sorry.
That's kind of one of those things where it's just the facts are this: Nebraska is extremely lucky and blessed to be in the Big Ten, but you just don't have the history that goes back to all of a sudden create just saying it's a trophy game doesn't really mean much.
Have you ever seen?
I didn't remember there's a picture of me with the trophy with Iowa. There's a picture of me holding it. And I didn't know there was a trophy game.
And
I didn't
you know what?
The
they know
trophy.
there's an axe.
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
And they know, try that one out.
Oh,
They know,
Watch Wisconsin, Minnesota sometime.
Yeah.
That's rivalry.
When you have to, I've been part of it.
Yeah, you have.
When I was part of it at Wisconsin, we lost the axe when I was in the 90s. And Wisconsin Minnesota came across. And this is when they would take the axe on the field and on the other bench. And when the game was over, the whole team would just
They still
sprint
do
over it. And that they've taken the axe off the field because it's gotten so heated, and so they still get the axe, but they don't just. They kind of have it
okay.
But it's still there, and it's heated. So when you make up a trophy game, it really doesn't mean much. I remember though when I was at Wisconsin, we won when we beat Nebraska and won the trophy, whatever that Freedom was. It Freedom Trophy.
The Freedom Trophy.
Freedom Trophy. You got it.
And so the Freedom Trophy, at Wisconsin, it was like. What is this?
Yeah.
We play for the axe. That's what we play for.
I will say this: Minnesota, the Breakers have noticed. The comment people kept making last night was Minnesota was much more fired up. What's the deal? Why is that?
They stormed the field.
Yeah, Breakers noticed. The Breakers noticed Minnesota came to play that game.
They did. Yeah.
And it sounds very elementary. I know, Jake, but there's a lot to that. You don't want that. They don't like that. That hurts to watch that.
From Ken says, good morning, Stool.
Ken
says, go back in time to childhood again. You have these two options, orange soda or grape soda. Which one are you guys taking of those two?
Whoa, Bill.
Those two options. That's it.
God.
Orange or grape.
That is really rough.
This is heated.
Yep.
Very heated.
That's a rough choice. Now, hey, Bill, take yourself back. Hot day, July. Yep. Mom has them both. What are you doing? A really hot day.
Really hot day. I'm probably an outlier. I'm going grape.
Yep. Ooh, I'm going orange.
Orange over here.
I'm going grape.
Yeah, I'm going orange.
I'm going grape. Chris Buchholz, the other member of the garage band, he always was orange. He drank nothing but orange soda for roughly 40 years of his life. That's his only drink that he drank.
That good
was
old.
Orange soda.
Like water and orange soda.
No, that was it. He drank orange soda, and then also at the house, he always had orange soda, and you didn't get to touch that. No one in his family could touch the orange soda. So Chris Buchholz had the orange soda. He had everything like that. He liked the Sunkist, but he liked everybody. But if it was a one-off, now if someone said this, that was a one-off. I'm taking grape every time. If someone says, okay, you're gonna have to drink, we have to pick one only for the rest of your life.
Orange.
I'm taking orange.
Yeah.
But a one-off.
The one-off, I'm going grape. Yeah.
Orange on a hot day sounds really good. And bottled.
Oh, the bottle.
I don't even know if I
bottle.
go can. I wouldn't even drink can.
Glass bottle. Yeah. Also, the epic that means when you
the club,
and then the belch.
Yep.
It's really
Can you
good.
do one?
Yeah,
can you force one?
You can do one.
I can't do one. I'm
I
not good.
want to hear.
You're saying 40 years for Buchholz and orange soda?
40 years straight. That's all he drank from age 4 until 44.
How's his teeth?
He's doing nothing but orange soda.
That's the question.
That's it.
How are
Yeah,
the teeth
he's
doing?
doing fine.
How are the teeth?
He's doing fine. He's the top insurance salesman in Nebraska.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, number one insurance salesman in Nebraska, and he drank orange soda for 40 straight years and did no water, zero H2O.
That's not the way to go, but he made it work, so that's good.
Last one from Matthew says, does the Stool plan to attend the Savannah Bananas when they are in Lincoln next year?
No.
They have one game at Haymarket Park. It's not, there's the big ones at the stadium, but they have one the day
I will
before
have
Haymarket.
to be gifted to go to Haymarket. Someone will say, "Hey, do you want to go? We have a couple tickets." Then I would think
I'm
about
not
it,
going.
but I'm not going in Memorial Stadium.
No, I'm not going. I mean, I don't have anything against it. Nothing against it. But
They bring in that same performer for the music when they come in.
Scotty McCreary.
Yeah, is he
I think
coming in?
change it up, right?
Is he coming in?
I'm going to guess they'll change it up.
Okay,
Scotty.
Hey,
people are asking
that
for
is
Scotty.
one thing, though. They do have good acts that accompany them. They do. Like if the Black Eyed Peas were there, I'd think about it.
You might go to that
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
What about Seether?
Caesar would never do that. They're so depressed.
Yeah, they're just everything's
It's not their cup of tea.
Yellow and
No.
people happy. We're not doing
No,
that.
they don't want anything happy.
How would Gilbert O'Sullivan do?
Alone again.
Alone
naturally.
again.
Why
Naturally.
is Bolt texting me? He's blowing up the text.
What
line.
yeah, just tell him stop because you don't drive by for an easy month before I even.
If you
I don't
expect
know
a wave at least.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is confusing to me. For the record, the song is a 9.2.
What he gave
Gave it a
4.
4.
So he's trying to change it.
Oh yeah, no,
he gets
no
the wave.
Bolt. No, the number's out there.
Yeah,
Bolt.
we saw the first
Yeah,
one.
we saw the
Bolt.
first
Yeah,
one.
You lied to us.
Bolt.
That is the mailbag. When we come back, hour 2, Garth Glissman, SEC Associate Commissioner, is next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left it once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Harvest season is here, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade now. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends September 30th, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Here at Aspen Builders, our company is building more homes today than I thought we would ever build.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, I am just shocked at how strong our market is here in Lincoln and at Aspen Builders. We're probably helping people right now more than ever get into a new home. We've been able to find pieces of ground we can develop affordably and keep our lot prices down a little bit. I think with our volume discounts and our office staff, 35 years of experience, we figure out a plan that's going to work great for you. We make it perfect. We make it fit your price range. All of this is part of the reason we're so busy.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also at 70th and Pioneers. And what does Shin Daddy have going on today in Creighton, Bill?
He just texted me. He said, "Move on. Garth's here."
Okay.
Yeah.
He
He goes,
said,
"Hey,
"Move
I'm going
on."
to push it back to tomorrow. We got Garth here."
Okay.
Yes.
Move on.
Oh, hang on.
Yes.
Bruce getting down here, apparently.
Yeah.
Shindy, though, listens to the show.
He listens to the show, and he said, "Listen," he goes, we don't need." He goes, they have a big event. Well, he goes, "I'll just bump it back to next Wednesday. We got Garth coming in. This is SEC."
The associate commissioner.
Well, on that note, we are now joined by Garth Glissman, the SEC associate commissioner. Garth, good morning. Thanks for joining us. A lot to get to the SEC. Everyone talks about Indiana and the Big Ten and Kurt Signetti. Are we giving Vanderbilt enough praise, Garth, about what they've done this year?
Good question.
With Clark Lee, top 10 team in the country.
You're starting off with the hard-hitting question.
I am, off the bat.
That's what we do here, Garth.
We'll get right into it, Garth.
Well, you walked me right into a chance to pump up the SEC. So Vanderbilt, one of 5 SEC teams ranked in the top 10.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. That's a flex. You threw that one at us right away.
That's a flex. But I think Vanderbilt's emergence is a sign that college football is starting to look a lot more like the NFL. There's more parity. More teams have opportunities to compete for the playoff on an annual basis. 1 or 2 losses won't sink the season. If not this season, soon I think we'll see a 3-loss team from the SEC or the Big Ten make the playoff. That may happen with some regularity going forward, particularly if the playoff expands. Vanderbilt specifically gets a lot of publicity because they're not a team that college football fans are accustomed to seeing in the top 10. You could say the same about Indiana, but that, of course, is a byproduct of major structural changes that have happened in college athletics in recent years. Coach Busch, I think back to the 2019 LSU team that you coached, ran the table in dominant fashion, won the national championship. I don't think we're going to see too many more teams like that given those structural changes, namely the transfer portal and NIL, which have evened out the distribution of talent and allow programs to reload from one year to the next in a way that wasn't possible back when kids had to sit out a year if they transferred.
We got to reintroduce Garth. Garth's from Waverly, right? Garth
Waverly.
played
His
for
whole family's from Pender.
The whole family's from Pender. This is Garth Glissman. He played for Nebraska. He coached high school ball in the state of Nebraska. Now you're working for the SEC. What is your role during the football season? What is your role with the SEC this time of year?
Well, when I left the NBA league office, one of the things that I was excited to do was to have the opportunity to wear multiple hats.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that in college sports more so than pro sports. That's consistent with how I grew up. How so many kids in my generation grew up. We played a different sport every season. So I was hired by Commissioner Sankey to lead SEC men's basketball. And my first year on the job, that's basically all that I did. And in my, I've been on the job about 26 months now. So in the last 12 to 14 months, I've taken on some additional responsibilities. When I was at the NBA league office, I spent about the last 6 years I was there overseeing the NBA's injury reporting policy. So when I came to the SEC, Commissioner Sankey asked me to design an availability reporting policy. It's availability reporting in college athletics, not injury reporting, because college student athletes retain health privacy rights that pro athletes waive via their collective bargaining agreement. So last year in the SEC, we implemented the most robust availability/injury reporting policy in college football.
Mm-hmm.
I know that your listeners get accustomed to seeing those availability reports that Nebraska issues for the Big Ten office 2 hours before every game. We designed a different system in the SEC based on my roots in pro sports. Our system more closely resembles what you'd see in college athletics. And so starting last year, we designed a system where we start reporting on the Wednesday night before every SEC game.
Ooh.
And we report on Wednesday night with daily updates Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
And when I designed, when I was a part of designing that process, it was, an opportunity for me to kind of see how some of the political sausage is made, so to speak, in college athletics. And that was a very different way of thinking in college athletics, because as you know, historically coaches have held that information close to the vest for competitive reasons. But year one of that policy went really well in the SEC, so much so that in the offseason, I had the opportunity to work directly with the college football playoff, and the college football playoff beginning this season has implemented an SEC-style availability reporting policy. So for the first time this year, the college football playoff will mandate availability reporting, and you'll see them reporting on a cadence just like the SEC. So in the college football playoff, the games are played on different days of the week, but just assuming a Saturday game for the sake of comparison, you'll see reports that start on Wednesday with daily updates through Saturday. So a big part of my responsibility in football season is to oversee all SEC availability reporting. And just like that helped me learn the NBA because you understand how teams are managing their rosters and how rosters evolve throughout the course of the season and understanding the day-to-day mechanics of an organization. The same is true for SEC football. So that's a big part of my responsibility during football season. I also get out and we have an SEC staff member at every SEC conference game. So I've been out to see Texas A&M, Ole Miss, LSU, Texas. I've seen Florida twice. I'll be at Tennessee, Kentucky this week. Later in the season, I'll be at Missouri, Oklahoma. So I'm embracing the opportunity to wear multiple hats. Men's basketball is still my baby. That's what I was hired to do. I don't want to,
had a national champion this year.
Keep my eye off the ball. I'm not going to, take my eye off the ball there. But again, there's so much of my job now at the SEC that kind of takes me back to my childhood and my love of college sports. And you play a different sport every season, and so I feel like I'm a kid again.
God dang.
Full transparency here, Garth, Bill Busch. On our show, and all of us were leading the pack. We just want more games. We want better games. And forever, we were a little bit critical of the SEC, even though as talented as they are, about being at 8 conference games. And then you had the ultimate flex. You went to 9 plus 1 Power 4. I mean, do you just like fist bump Sankey when you're walking? When he came out of his office and he's coming down the hallway, did you just kind of fist bump him like, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. And that was an incredible flex. And wow, are we glad that the SEC did that when that starts next year.
Well, I couldn't get to him because our TV partners were just bear hugging him. They were so happy. I couldn't even.
So Sankey was in a bear hug with some of the partners.
A full embrace.
A full embrace.
Well, that's a great point. And I don't know that the casual fan necessarily understands the significance of that jump. So this year, the SEC, we play 8 conference games plus the 1 mandated power conference opponent. That was kind of lost in the narrative. And it's certainly not my intention. You guys, I grew up on a small farm 15 minutes from your studio. So it's not my intention to kind of come in and engage in conference partisan talking points this morning. But I do think that part of the SEC policy was lost in the discussion, in that SEC teams were playing 9 power conference games in recent seasons, and it just so happened that 8 of them were SEC games, whereas the Big Ten, for example, 9 conference games, but no requirement on out-of-conference power conference opponents. So it was a significant jump for the SEC to go to 9 conference games, keep the requirements, have 1 power conference opponent out of conference, which really puts you at 10 of 12 games that fans absolutely want to see. And I'm with you, guys. I think that's a positive development for college athletics. It provides fans with more games that are of interest. And also I would note that, the SEC's, I joked about the TV deal. We're structuring our TV deal a little bit differently than the Nebraska fans are probably accustomed to with the Big Ten. As you know, the Big Ten has multiple media partners. The SEC is different in that we have one media partner, and that's Disney, broadly speaking, which broadcasts our games on ABC, various ESPN channels, and the SEC network. So the benefit of that for the SEC this year has been that most Saturdays you see great SEC games on the 11 a.m. Central window, the mid-afternoon window, and the evening window. And that's led to incredible TV viewership for the SEC this year, best in the country by far, because fans across the country know you can kind of just park it on ABC and get great SEC action all throughout the day.
Joined by Garth Listman, SEC Associate Commissioner. I want to lighten the mood a little bit. Just you are traveling to all these games. What is there a stadium that makes the biggest impression on you, or stadiums? What I can't even imagine traveling each week to another SEC stadium. I'm an SEC guy. What is there anything that makes a big impression on you? What's your favorite so far?
Well,
just say
not to to be serious, but I've been doing league office work for 10 years, and of course we have to remain neutral in all respects.
Yeah,
So
I
let me
get
answer
it.
your
Oh
question
God,
this
here we
way.
go.
One thing that is really special for me, Sip, is I grew up in the Big 8.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you
and,
did.
And
Yeah.
then I'm old enough to remember the transition from the Big 8 to the Big 12. So if you look at the modern day SEC, you've got Oklahoma and Missouri from the old Big 8.
Right.
And then you've got Texas and Texas A&M.
Right.
Those are schools, and I didn't get to play much, but I hardly got to play at all. But I was, on the sideline, and I was a Big 12 student athlete. So when I am in my current job and I get to see some of those schools that I grew up watching, when I was a kid in the Big 8 or later in the Big 12, and then was a Big 12 student athlete, that has special meaning to me.
Yes.
And so on a personal level, I would say it's those schools formerly, and there's an appreciable number of them. I just mentioned 4.
Right.
4 schools that, I feel a particular connection to just based on my personal history. And so those have special meaning. And I would say that across the SEC, and Coach Busch, you know this because you coached in the league, there's incredible traditions at all 16 SEC institutions. And it's part of what makes college athletics so unique is that everywhere you go has something special, but it's also a little bit unique.
Garth, Bill Busch, 93.7 The Ticket. I've never felt I've been in every conference, it seems like. So I've never felt anything as powerful as the SEC when I went to LSU. And we have that meeting every May with every newcomer comes, and everyone flies in from all over the place, and Commissioner Sankey speaks, and it's powerful. When you walk out of there, it's like, oh wow. Tell us, when you go to these games, are you going in the day before? Are you stopping by? Are you up in the office? Are you visiting with the athletic directors or with Kirby Smart, or are you seeing these other coaches, or are you there for a Friday walkthrough and then there just for the game? Or tell us kind of what your role is when you go there, besides just being part of game day and seeing what's going on.
Well, given my role in the conference office, I typically like to get in on Friday and spend most of Friday with the basketball program and then the administration.
Wow.
Actually, when I was at the University of Florida this year for their game against Texas, I got invited to a dinner party on Friday night at the athletic director's house.
Oh, wow.
And
Go into detail.
Scott Strickland.
I'm at this dinner party, and there's a couple Heisman Trophy winners walking around. One, of course, the old head ball coach. And I thought
Time
back
out.
to that memory.
Garth, time out. You were at the AD's house for a cocktail party and meal, and with Steve Spurrier.
With the visor.
Please go on. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We're taken back.
Kids, obviously, you think back to that 96 Fiesta Bowl, and that ended up in Nebraska's favor. But still, I feel like as a college football fan, you appreciate the personalities that make the sport so special. So when I'm, at some random Friday night gathering and I look across the room and there's Steve Spurrier, that hits a little different. I also learned that night when I was talking to Danny Werfel, a little fun fact.
Talking to Danny Werfel. Drop the name.
The story's getting better. Just keep talking.
You may know that there are 2 Heisman Trophy winning quarterbacks from the SEC who briefly attended elementary school in Lincoln.
Whoa. Hang on a second.
And Coach Busch, you're kind of disqualified from answering this question because you coached one of them.
I know one of them, yes.
What are you talking about?
So 2 Heisman Trophy winning quarterbacks from the SEC briefly attended elementary school in Lincoln, Nebraska, Joe Burrow, and the other, Danny Werfel.
Wow.
Whoa.
What?
How's that?
Which again has some intrigue given Danny's connection to Nebraska. His junior year, they lost the national championship game to Nebraska in the infamous Fiesta Bowl 62-24 win. But the next year, Florida won it all. And so Danny's dad was a pastor, Missouri Synod Lutheran pastor. That's how I grew up. I grew up in the Missouri Synod Lutheran Church in Lincoln, went to Faith Lutheran Church.
Okay.
And Danny attended Grace Lutheran Church for 3rd grade. So these are the kind of things you learn when you're on the road. And, these, SEC athletics mean so much to every institution. So when you're on site, you really get to understand more about each community, because every game is a big event. And whether it's former Heisman Trophy winners or, a governor or famous alums, they all turn out. And so that's been a really special part of my job. And then on game day, I actually it's kind of an interesting experience on game day. I actually ride to games in a very unique fashion. I ride to games with the referees and a police escort. And that's
your life is incredible. I
nerd.
don't know what to say.
What a life.
I don't know what
a
to say.
life.
Garth, you're riding with the referees in probably like an Escalade on the way to the game. Is there a conversation? I mean, is it kind of lighthearted, or is it kind of, hey, we got to watch those PIs out there today? What's going on?
It's not an Escalade. It's a Sprinter van.
Okay,
that's fine.
That's fine.
We can imagine those.
Mercedes
Sprinter van.
It's pretty cool driving into an SEC stadium, and by that point, right, you're not getting there like 5 hours before the game. You're getting there 2 hours before the game. So people are, obviously have started to congregate. You very much get a feel for the game day atmosphere, and so it gives an incredible perspective. And again, I just think back to my childhood. I grew up on a small farm, listening to Husker games and college sports on the radio. And so there was a certain pageantry to that. And there's a certain imagination that is required when you're a farm kid and you're listening to games on the radio.
Yes.
And so to go from a kid, listening, it was Kent Pavelka, who was the voice of the Huskers, my earliest memories, to go from those memories and the imagination of what it would be like to be a part of a Saturday game day to, now riding with the referees and being on the field pregame and during the game. I never lose sight of how, fortunate I am. And frankly, that's just fuel to the fire and motivates me to bring everything I have and be the best I can every day in my job, because I recognize it's a privilege.
Garth, we know you have to go. One last thing. We are on your life as we go through this. It's a movie. We have Ben Affleck playing Kirk Signetti in Hoosiers 2.
Yes.
And who do you think, any thoughts on who could play Garth Blissman? Because this is a movie.
Got to be tall.
It's got to be tall. We got to get a guy, because I can see you out there on listening to the radio on the tractor.
I think it could be Affleck.
Could be Affleck again.
Yeah.
Can we do both?
I think it could be Affleck.
Because this is a movie, Garth, and all of a sudden, like you said, you're plowing a field, listening to Pavelka. You're doing some harvesting, listening to Pavelka, and then now you're with the SEC, and now you're driving in a Sprinter van with the officials. I mean, who do you? Any thoughts also who might be able to play Garth in this? Because this is a movie.
It's too early to tell. And the reason I would say that is I mentioned being a farm kid, but another part of my identity that'll never change is that I'm a walk-on, and I'm a grinder, and I'm going to keep pushing. I've got a lot to prove, and I got a long ways to go. So
that's very kind. Really, you really don't, Garth. You can really retire tomorrow, and you still get a movie.
We got to let him go. Garth, hey,
thanks
Garth. For the stuff, Garth. We'll talk to you
that
soon.
Was incredible.
Down the line. Thanks, Garth.
All right, thanks.
That's Garth Blissman, SEC Associate Commissioner of Men's Basketball, also very tied to football.
How long could that section have went?
We could have gone for
4
years
hours?
on a time constraint.
It's a party with Werfel and Spurrier.
Spurrier. He's at
Scott Strickland's house.
Scott Strickland's house, and they're probably having like shrimp cocktail. And he's talking, and then obviously he finds out that Werfel went to elementary school.
That alone freaks me out.
Went to elementary school. I knew Joe went to elementary school.
Do you know where Joe went?
Why do I not know that? Because I've talked to his teachers before.
Okay.
I have photos of
St. Mark's. Someone says St. Mark's, possibly. Is that right? Big B says St. Mark's, Virginia.
Okay, so I'd like to know that Joe went to St. Mark's. I'd like to know where Werfel went. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Those guys, that freaks me out. That they were running around on a playground in Lincoln at some point in their life.
Some point. Heisman Trophy winners.
Right.
Yes. Heisman Trophy winners.
Crazy. It's sort of a part of Lincoln lore, like a weird little slice, that Lincoln
It'll be in the movie. It'll all be in the movie.
Anyone out there that maybe taught Danny Werfel back in the day, or Joe
I'd
Burrow.
like to know that.
Chime in.
Chime in.
It's your time to shine.
I'd like to know that.
Yes. I've talked to teachers, Burrow's teachers. I've never, this Werfel thing really threw me.
That's a slice of Lincoln that's very
this movie
unknown,
incredible.
Really.
Yeah. He's from Waverly. He's a farmer. Now
he did say Grace Lutheran for Joe.
Grace
Burrow.
Lutheran. Yeah.
Grace Lutheran for Danny Werfel.
For Danny. Okay. Yeah. Grace Lutheran.
Yes.
That's where
teachers.
he went. I knew he went to.
Could we get a breaker to stop by Grace Lutheran today and just stop into the office and find out give any third grade pictures of Werfel? If we can pull those up and see who he's teaching.
How old is Werfel? Is he
40 something
Okay,
have to be?
okay.
Right. Well, how old? Well, go back.
Let's check.
How old's Tommy Frazier? Just Google
Yeah,
that and whatever.
same.
It's like
Gotta be almost
they'd be the
50,
same
right?
age
Yeah.
as Tommy.
They were whipping around on some playground in Lincoln,
Lincoln.
and at some point.
Danny Warfel's 51 years old.
Okay.
51.
God
Okay.
I love it. And Garth,
Yeah.
what a story. What a story.
How about then the again, it's kind of a flex, but he wasn't flexing. But it was like our reporting system's probably a little bit better because that's what the college football playoffs are using.
Did you? I did not know that. You probably did. I didn't know that the SEC, their injury report actually began on Wednesdays. Big Ten, it's 2 hours before
Well,
kickoff.
yeah.
Everybody scrambles to see what it is, and it's usually not even accurate. But the SEC is more robust. He said
Yes.
it is much more robust, more like the.
He took
Pro
it right
model.
from the NBA.
Yeah.
Took it right from the NBA. Managing rosters, everything.
He just
Garth.
casually said, "I came from the NBA as a
Casually, yeah.
associate commissioner."
Sure.
What a ride, Garth!
Garth has lived a life.
Yes, he
He's
has.
got a long way
He
to
meets with the basketball program of every place he goes.
That was another thing.
On Fridays, he goes. So he says he's going to the whatever Tennessee game or whatever. He's meeting with the Tennessee staff.
Rick Barnes.
Rick Barnes are going to sit down for several hours of SEC discussions.
What a dude! What a dude!
Think of the rooms that he's sitting there talking to.
100, Bill. I mean, it's amazing.
I mean, you've seen Mellencamp, so
He's
you're
going to talk to Calipari.
yeah. So he's
That'd
doing-
be fun.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Fun.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'll be there. Hey, I get in town about 11. I'll be over to the arena about noon.
Yeah.
Okay. And guess what? Those guys, it's not like, well, we're kind of busy.
No,
No.
the associate commissioner's here from the
You
SEC.
see, and he's going to meet with you.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to be in the room.
Yep.
We crystal clear on that?
Yep.
Yes.
When we come back, Bill's Thrills is next.
The
Early
Thrills.
break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
Bonsall Pool and Spa's annual Spooktacular sale is here. Now through November 1st, get an extra $1,000 off hot tubs at an already low sale price and get $500 off the already low sale prices on infrared and traditional saunas. All hot tub water care products and accessories are also for sale for the Spooktacular sale, now through November 1st at Bonsall Pool and Spa at 33rd and Highway 2. Call for more info at 402-488-0148 or visit bonsallpool.com. Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work?
I am.
Explore new options in the fintech industry.
Finance.
At Currency, a Sand Hills global company. They got full-time
Global.
spots in financial sales, compliance,
Think about that.
operations, other fields, also 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more today.
Global's the part that gets me a little bit more.
Big time.
Right now,
Global?
my world doesn't really, revolve much around global. It's not. I just try to get down, whip down O Street to go home. That's about it. That kind of wraps it up for us.
That's okay.
I have a lot of feelings in global.
Mm-hmm.
Then also, tell you what, could you imagine this one? Could you imagine all of a sudden we're sitting here and all of a sudden from this side right here on O Street, here comes Carson Schott, and then here came Garth Glissman, and they met right here.
Jeez.
Could you imagine those two, both tall, fit,
Accomplished.
quite accomplished,
young.
They probably talk about the, they talk about the completion, the touchdown in the end zone. I'm sure Garth, the guy, I remember it.
Hey, let's be honest here. Garth Glissman is a possible successor to Greg Sankey.
Oh, I would say
legitimate.
I think the odds are high. It's not like going it's
Waverly.
10% chance. There's a chance that Garth, he went to the NBA, and then now if all three of us took an IQ test together, we could work together. And Garth had his. It wouldn't end well for the stool.
He's a trained attorney.
Yeah,
and he's obviously doing very well. Now, I don't know the politics with the SEC commissioner thing, but you'd think he's in that sort of the conversation, right?
Yeah. And just so you know, that
am I wrong, Jake? Is that going too far?
No, absolutely.
There's probably somebody else.
How could he not be considered?
Right. But can you imagine if we know personally the commissioner of the SEC.
That would be nice to have him on our show.
That'd be nice to have him come in. Yes, when you're back here, maybe stop in. It'd be awesome to have him.
Have a seat.
Yeah, we got to keep this show going for a few years until he gets that office.
But also like that, it's not Sankey's not 50.
He's up there.
He's
Greg Sankey.
I think he's probably like mid 60s. I think he's mid 60s.
What do you got to get? What's your guess?
66.
I'm gonna say 64.
Hang on, type it in.
Yeah.
Okay, Greg Sankey is 61.
Oh, he's pretty young.
Pretty young still.
He's got some years.
He's got some time. Yeah, which is actually probably good for Garth to have more years underneath that.
It'll hurry.
Yeah.
But Garth is living quite a life.
He's quite a lifestyle.
He's doing well.
He's on a lot of this. You know a lot of private planes. I think when those planes take off out of there, I don't know if he's getting like that.
I don't know
if he's got to do like a bunch of. He's sitting in the middle seat. 32B. I don't think that's his seat. So
I should have known better than to ask that question. Where's he really like going, or what's made an impression? Because he's got to be neutral.
Yeah,
there's got to be some neutrality, I guess.
It is time, without further ado, for Bill's Thrills.
The Thrills.
Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom
Yes.
bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
is it gonna be bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
As always, Bill's Thrills, sponsored by our friends at Diner Contracting.
Randy!
The king of remodels, kitchen, bath, whole house, and more. Please text or call Randy.
Knee brace.
402-417-5204. Diner Contracting.
Thank you, Randy. I wonder if Randy would have to do any work out there at the Glissman farm. That would be, I probably should have said something to Garth. If they need something done, we have a guy. Yep. Probably should have brought that up. But Randy can, because he
also. The guy in a cape.
The guy in a cape will show up. That would probably confuse Garth a little bit. Garth is, there's a guy in a cape that can show up at your parents' farm that can help you with any sort of remodel that you need.
He's got a red cape on.
He's got a red cape
it's
on.
Like velvet cape.
He's got a knee brace over his jeans. I love when someone wears
the knee brace. He does great work, so trust him.
When people wear the knee brace over the jeans, that's incredible. When you see it, it's like when you see it, it stands out.
Okay.
It stands out. Randy has it, and he's getting things done.
He's got a knee brace over his jeans. Kind of dorky, Randy.
Hey, he gets things done.
He's advertising with this, so it's cool.
It's real simple. There's not really a title at all to this like that. It's Northwestern Wednesday. So
it is.
I was getting a hold of Jake last night on some possible other ways and some things on
I
YouTube.
failed.
He sent me a couple of Northwestern Purdue games. They were from 2018.
No, the first one was the highlight from this one, but you wanted the whole game.
Whole game. So, but I got into a bunch of different film. I went down into some rabbit holes to find some films. I hadn't watched. Have you really watched Northwestern much?
No.
And so I'm like, okay, we're going to comment on some stuff. I need to watch more. I've watched him some casually.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back and watched some. I thought let's just have some takes here on what you'll see.
Okay. So, on Saturday.
On Saturday, a couple things that you'll see from my this is my evaluation.
You're kidding me. We're doing it. All right.
My evaluation of this is that first thing you'll see is that on the hoof, you will not be impressed. You will not look at it. This isn't like, like going, oh, that's probably, that could be, if we just change jerseys, it looks like South Carolina. It won't. It doesn't look like that. It looks more like if they changed jerseys with North Dakota State.
Okay.
It would look very similar. So you won't look at the team and go, okay, this is wow, they look different. This will probably be in the Big Ten, probably one of the least attractive,
least athletic,
at least the looks. When you just say the look part, just watch them warm up, and you'll say, okay, that doesn't quite look the part. So that stood out to me a little bit. The next thing is that incredibly well coached as far as within themselves. Here's what we do. This is who we are. It was
you're giving an endorsement to David Braun. It sounds like
a huge one,
a ringing endorsement.
When you turn the film on and I'm just watching, my first thought was, how are they 5-2? Minnesota is a much better looking team on the hoof. Yeah, just as far as you take a look at
Minnesota doesn't look bad.
Doesn't look bad. They don't. So this will not look the part. Obviously, extremely well coached. If I just start with the quarterback. The quarterback, he has moxie.
Preston Stone
does not have big arm strength. He threw a couple of picks that were like, oh, wow, they were bad decisions. One was a big field throw against Purdue. But now the balls that you're going to see that he impresses with are in internal throws, which means like, with means some form of an RPO throws, inside breaking route throws. Those are where he's better. He has a decent deep ball throw, but he doesn't have arm strength. But that
not a lot.
Not a lot of arm strength like this. So that's okay. I've seen guys with incredible arms that can't play the position. So Stone can play the position, but you won't see if I'm to the big field throws will be very difficult for him. And he threw one for an interception, is an undercut interception, but
to the big side of the field is hard for him.
Yeah, it'll be hard for him. So he's got a lot of moxie. I see how he plays hard. He does a lot of good things, but you won't see the best way to look at it is like that. There's no chance that he's an NFL. He will not even get into a camp.
Well, he's, one interesting thing, guys, he's 24 years old.
So that's what you see. That you see the moxie, you see the calmness, you see all those things. So you'll see that happen when you look at it. So that was good to see. Running back,
okay,
not a lot of size, really good burst.
Which one?
Two of them. Yeah.
Number 5, number 6, or number 24?
24. I don't remember real. Like
he's a freshman.
I don't remember him real well. But when I'm watching him, was that they can hit a hole. I mean, they have a good burst to them, not a lot of size to them. So it's not a lot of, hey, they moved the pile. That wasn't their situation. They had an awful fumble against Purdue. There's a couple times.
Which one was that, I wonder?
When they were going in to score, they were up 19-0, and this helmet on the ball popped out. So I thought that was interesting with him. So watch him. And wide receiver, solid. A couple good route runners. I didn't even know they have the one receiver that's played at what's his name again?
Griffin Wildey.
And watched him, but it wasn't like, okay, what do we do with this?
27's his number. Yeah. He's got 36 receptions. The next highest guy is 15.
So there's a depth. And when you just look at him, you see the difference. Okay. You'll be like, okay,
you'll know who he is.
Yeah. It's very easy to see. So nothing too overly dynamic. So which is in a big favor for Nebraska favor. Flip over to the defensive side. You won't see much mass kicking ass up front, but they're solid and they're stout. I thought I didn't catch numbers, but I thought their edge guys, especially on the right side, were I'm not saying the word legit, but they are good. They'll have a chance.
I wonder if that's Michael Kilbane.
It had to
number
be.
45.
Must
like
have been
that name.
like that. It's a great name.
Well, he's good.
Yeah,
he's legit.
Yeah,
that's what Bill would say.
And their scheme will be very solid. Now, they were a huge Tampa 2 team because in Braun's first year, because they could play that at North Dakota State because almost in every game they played, they had the better roster. They were better, except for maybe one game late in the playoffs. They had the better roster, and you can do a lot of that when you have the better roster. That doesn't add up as much now, and so that part will be difficult. There were runs and times where Purdue had chances to hit runs on them, so not overly dominant. I thought linebackers were just okay.
They held the Purdue 0 to 0 though.
Held them to 0, now Purdue had a fumble on a big pass play. They were down in the red zone. There's a couple reasons for it. There's also a couple reasons you could sit and say, okay, also that Purdue could have scored more. Northwestern, they missed a field goal. I think they turned it over twice in Purdue's side of the field.
Okay.
So that was something that stood out with it. But the field goal was a clank, just off the upright. It was a short field goal that they missed. But when you watch them, my first thought is, how are they 5-2? Well, if you take their wins, Jake, if you could pull up their 5 wins that they have.
I got it right here.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So that's 5 wins they've won 4 in a row. Yeah. They've beaten Western Illinois. Then they lost to Oregon. Then they won 4 in a row. So they beat UCLA, good win, right?
Yep.
They won at Penn State, really good win. I don't care what Penn State's doing. They beat them by 22-21.
Road game, absolutely.
And then they beat Purdue 19-zip. Is that 4? Interspersed in there's Louisiana Monroe 42-7.
And Monroe is really poor, one of the poorest teams, and so they haven't had a lot of. I mean, they caught Penn State at a good time to play, but they still went to Penn State and won, which no one thought they would.
No, I mean, I watched Penn State against Iowa.
Yeah,
I mean, physical.
Yeah, so no one thought that would happen. But as you're watching it right away, you tell me, Steve, watch them warm up, and you're going to go, okay, this falls on coaching. There's a lot of great coaching. Like I said, Preston Stone not getting into a camp. He's not. Won't even get into a camp. Just a solid guy, been around. They'll have him ready to play. They're in a good spot. I think Northwestern. I don't know how many games they played at 11 o'clock, but I think several.
Yeah,
They did quite a
won't.
few.
I think they got several at 11 o'clock window. So this will be a normal window for them.
The other thing to know, Bill, they run the ball 40 times a game.
Yeah.
39.57.
It was almost like watching
run the hell out of
in watching the Purdue game. It was almost like it was an offensive drill. Like, okay, Purdue's going to line up like this, and then we know how to block that, and we block it, and we hit it. So it was odd how well they could run it. Now Nebraska will have options because right away my first thought is, okay, we can do a lot of things to stop the run, but to do that we got to match up. Can we match up with them? Absolutely. And so I think their run game will be way less. I'll be shocked if they're over 125. I'll be shocked.
Oh, come on.
I will be.
I won't.
I will be, just because
the
reason I say that is because you can do things defensively to them because you're not going, okay, if something breaks out, we're in trouble. We have to play two high safeties all the time. No, you don't. So you can, because Purdue didn't do a lot to them in the run game to make it a run game difficult.
No.
So that part will but like I said, it's still heavily, as far as roster, it's more tilted towards Nebraska than the Minnesota game was tilted. The roster is clearly
Nebraska's
better.
a decided talent
Decided
talent.
talent. Yes, decided talent difference. But I enjoyed watching them, and the credit is very high to them. Very, very high. But I also thought that Purdue came off a game they should have won. I don't think Purdue was right. I think Purdue was just kind of like going through the motions. Just watch them. They did not look remotely the same as when they played Minnesota. And that can happen. It happens week to week.
Go back to the
Quickly.
Way
behind.
Pass rush. What's the pass rush look like?
Solid. Not
Solid.
interior push, though.
Oh.
So that is good.
Coming off the edge?
So if someone is inside, say it's Spindler's out, that's good for Nebraska because it's not like, oh, man, how are we going to block these inside dudes?
Okay.
No, a lot of the inside games also, twists and games on the inside.
Okay. Oh, God,
we are late.
Northwestern Wednesday and Bill's Thrill.
Thank you for
Bill,
that,
for the
God.
insight.
That's
good.
going to have to be written about. Thank you for providing me that.
It is time to play
show.
the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Today's topic is top NFL defensive backs. What teams these guys play for?
What? That's going to be
cornerback, safeties.
Hey, Jake, that's going to be difficult.
You know the top defensive backs. Call us right now, 464-5685. Shut Up Simple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
464-5685. Call the Dick Down Sip and Bill and Trivia. Today's topic, top NFL defensive backs. We have on the line James. James, you feel good about the top defensive backs in the NFL?
Oh, we'll see.
All right. Bill, a lifeline for one question.
There was a loss yesterday, and it was about football in the 70s.
Yes.
Coaches in the 70s. And Steve was alive during that time, and Governor Pillen was playing during that time in the Big Eight, and we took an L.
It was in the tiebreaker, so it wasn't like it was a loss in regulation. But
Thank you, Jake.
All right, first question to you, James. What team in the NFL does DJ Stingley play for? Defensive back.
I think I know that, Bill.
The Jets.
The Jets. No, not the Jets.
You sure it's DJ?
Did I get that wrong? Derek Stingley?
Okay, I got
what
it.
is it? Derek. Stingley. Sorry. Whatever. Stingley.
I have it for
attempted
sure.
I
to
don't know why I
take
said
it,
DJ.
But I want you to take this.
That Texans.
Oh,
I don't know why I said DJ.
Would have
I think
missed
I saw
it.
somewhere it said
Okay,
DJ.
good job. Thanks,
Derek.
Bill.
Is it Derek? What's his name?
What's that?
What's his first name? Derek.
Yes.
Derek. Okay. 1-0 lead.
That would help me because he played for us at LSU.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting
Sip, 1-0 lead.
Okay.
Bill is out of play for you. What team does Denzel Ward play for?
Denzel Ward.
Got it.
Denzel
The top
Ward.
defensive back for what team?
For the Lions.
Lions. No. No, he's not on the Lions. Sip, James, do you want that or not?
No.
It'd be what is it, Bill?
I'm sure it's the Browns.
It is the Cleveland Browns, but
Played for Ohio State. Incredible
very
player.
good.
Oh, he's so good. He's
Denzel-
probably about year 10 now.
been around for a while.
Yeah.
So we went right over to Cleveland.
Yeah.
It's been there the whole time.
Not a
Columbus
long
to
drive. Not a long drive.
To tie it up, last question for you, James. Down 1-0. What team does J.C. Horn play for? Defensive back. J.C. Horn.
The Texans.
He thinks there's two top cornerbacks in the Texans. Stingley and this guy. No.
I'm okay with
J.C. Horn, I'll pass.
That'd be the Carolina Panthers. He thinks he's a top 5 cornerback in the league.
Is he?
Yes.
It's a chance to win, Steve.
Yeah, I'm
For the win. And James can steal this if you get this wrong. You're on
Hang
your
in
own.
there, James.
What team does Christian Gonzalez play for?
You almost answered it immediately.
The Raiders.
James, you need this to force the tiebreaker. It's not the Raiders. What is it, James?
Chargers.
James, I feel bad for you.
No,
I
James.
don't.
Are you okay, James?
James, are you okay? Mark yourself safe.
The answer is the New England Patriots for Christian Gonzalez. Been good for several years now. James,
For so,
call.
Let's check in later with
I
James,
would have been better with the coaches of the 70s. I'm Sipple's age.
You were a day late,
James, I'm just going to tell you, thank you for listening. Thank you for calling. James, where are you from?
Lincoln.
Lincoln, nice. Lincoln,
Spalding.
listen.
Spalding originally.
Check in with us later. We want to know if you're okay.
Yeah, just exactly. Have you been concussed? Yes.
Hey, you need to get a call in with RK3 and Westerkamp. It's Northwestern Week, man.
See what we can do. Good job.
Okay.
Thank you, James.
RK3.
Yeah.
Ron Kellogg III.
Yeah.
All right. Good job,
Yeah.
James.
Tiebreaker, Viking safety Harrison Smith is the NFL's active interceptions leader. He's played since 2012. How many career picks does he have?
Oh, career. How long?
career.
2012.
He's been around since 2012. He's the NFL's active career
13
interception leader.
13 years. Is that 13?
Yeah. I think he's been somewhat healthy in his career, not like
Hold on.
fully healthy.
Hold on. I got to get to calculating.
He's a safety.
Bill, you got to do this.
Well, I'm just going to, I think he averaged about 4 or 5 a year.
Okay.
So I'm going to say somewhere, I'm going to say 49.
Over
Okay,
under 49.
I'm going to go under and say 39.
37, the
Yeah.
number for Harrison Smith. So
Okay, so about
hey,
3.
that's a win, though. In the week,
Thank
you guys are
3 a year.
One we caught a break with James right there.
James,
well.
You suggested he might be concussed.
We only had one question right ourselves. I mean, it's a 1-0 game.
Hold it. I did know Denzel Ward.
That's true. You had Ward. You had Ward. It's true.
Yeah, we did only answer one thing right.
Yeah.
That was
James, it's okay. It's okay.
Hour 2.
We're laughing with you.
Hour 3 is next with Sean Callahan. Next, the early break of the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Madsen's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Midwest Bank is hosting our annual Thanksgiving food drive, partnering with local Lincoln schools to provide Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. We hope to provide meals for more than 120 families in our community this year. You can help by dropping off a donation at either Midwest Bank location, 7001 Pioneers Boulevard or 2655 Jamie Lane. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
If you're a business owner, I want you to think about the amount of time you've spent worrying about safety and security. Lincoln's own experts at Diode Technologies design custom solutions for security, communication, and so much more. From automated security to secure video conferencing, their team sits down with you to get to know you and what your business needs. Manage your operations and get notified when there is suspicious activity. Save time and cut back on stress. Diode Tech always keeps you in the know. Contact them today at 402-793-5124.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today. Looking for someone to clean out your gutters or aerate your yard this fall? Call Isaac at Woida Outdoor Solutions today at 402-607-9154. Get your gutters clean today with a phone call to Woida Outdoor Solutions at 402-607-9154.
Football game days are fun for the whole family, but not every child is ready for 4 quarters in the stadium. That's why the Lincoln Children's Museum offers game day play dates for kids ages 5 to 12. While you enjoy the game, your kids enjoy their own adventure at the museum, conveniently located just steps from the stadium. Registration required. And the fun isn't just on game days. The museum is open 6 days a week with 3 floors of hands-on play and activities. Out-of-town families, make the most of your weekend in Lincoln. Visit lincolnchildrensmuseum.org.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's great to stay up late. It's time for Early Break, presented by Nebco. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Third hour is always sponsored by our friends at Nebco. Nebco! Now hiring at Concrete Industries for precast production labor. Check them out at concreteindustries.com or at nebcoinc.com. We're now joined by Husker Online, Sean Callahan. Sean, good morning. We don't like on the show to call any game a must-win. But Nebraska falls to Minnesota 24-6. We know what happened last year when Nebraska was 5-1. Are you, Sean Callahan, labeling this game Saturday as a must-win for Nebraska football?
As the legendary Steve Sipple has said to me many times over the years, they're all must-win at a place like Nebraska. If you lose to Houston Christian, you lose to Akron, you lose to McNeese State, whoever.
Yeah, tell me that's not
it doesn't matter.
Win, yeah.
I mean, you've got to win. But yeah, I do think there is just some added pressure because, look, I don't know if anyone's necessarily surprised Nebraska lost on the road at Minnesota. They hadn't won back-to-back road games in 20 years like that. But just the way the loss looked. I mean, I think that's why there's just a rough feel right now because you're like, wow, okay, if they lost in a hard-fought way, but that was a really uncharacteristic way that we just hadn't seen this team play where – they just didn't look locked in. They didn't have a balance on offense. The offensive line gave up 9 sacks on 30-some pass dropbacks. It just everything just seemingly kind of went wrong for them on offense and defense. And I think it's just kind of added to what this game now means to kind of right the ship here a little bit. And you've got 2 home games in a row, Northwestern, and then obviously a very good USC team that is a borderline playoff level roster that's coming into Lincoln. And you could argue that's as difficult as any game on the schedule for Nebraska remaining.
Sean Callahan joins us. And Sean, you're really good at this, the vibe question. What do you think the vibe will be like in that stadium at 11 a.m., 10:30, 10:45. What kickoff? What do you think is the feel's going to be? Is it going to be packed? Is it going to, are we going to see some empty sections? What's it going to look like?
I mean, it's going to have this feel, a lot of arm crossing, a lot of serious faces.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right, Sip?
I do. Yeah.
Just kind of like people aren't really probably tailgate. I mean, there'll be people tailgating and drinking and stuff, but people are just going to have this locked in, like angry, serious feel. And Nebraska needs to come out and play good early. That crowd will get grumbly quickly.
Mm-hmm.
If they come fast. And Coach Busch might. Sip and I joke about this. When you're in the stadium, they get the atmosphere is gone. All you can hear then is the planes that fly above and the brrr, like you don't want the stadium to get to that point where all you can hear is the propellers of the planes flying the signs above the stadium.
Right.
I agree with you, Sean. As far as you need something instant to get going, because 11 a.m. games, there's not much juice. They are maybe if it's the first game of the season or something, but when it's down and it's not 11 a.m. and it's not big noon kickoff.
Right.
It's not a. That's why the game is that it's like I said. It's a penance game. It's a torture game. You got yes.
God, I've got a lot of penances. But yes,
that's what Sean did. He nailed it with it. What's it going to be like? So if it's slow and the game is 10-10 at half. It won't be a rambunctious crowd.
Sean, go back to Friday night. Nebraska surrenders 9 sacks. Minnesota had no sacks their previous 2 games. It's been a constant problem this year. We know there's injuries to Rocco Spindler, of course, the targeting with Elijah Pritchett, but I mean, this has been an issue now for weeks. What can they do to resolve this ahead of a team that just shut out Purdue the last time out?
Well, you've got to run the ball with more commitment. I mean, Emmett Johnson, in terms of yards right now, is the leading rusher in the Big Ten Conference. So you got the leading back in the conference in mid-October. When's the last time that's happened? There's no excuse. Like, you've got to get Emmett over 20 carries a game in these Big Ten games. I mean, it has to happen. Because if you don't have the balance and the commitment to the run after first down, it allows, even when they're only rushing 4, like Minnesota, or 3 or 2, like we saw in one instance, they can just pin their ears back. They don't have to respect the chance of a run, and they just go. And then they're 7 or 8 in coverage, and it creates issues. So they need the balance. They've got to get the ball out of Dylan Raiola's hands quicker, and whether it's screens or slants or something, but the ball has to get out of his hand quicker. More in the 2 to 3 second range, not the 4. Like you see these stats, and I was like, whoa. I mean, Nebraska's offensive line is giving him over 4 point some seconds. That's not good. Like the football play is not supposed to be over 4 seconds. It's 1, 2, 3 throw, and the ball's got to get out. It can't. When Dylan doesn't get the ball out after a read or 2 and starts to move around, that's usually. Minnesota was a great example of that. Good things generally don't happen. You can escape a few of those and make a left-hand throw or a shovel pass and things like that, but that's not a consistent formula to win in this conference.
Switching over to defense, Sean, we heard John Butler yesterday was pretty revealing in saying that he didn't disagree with Matt Rule's assessment that he called a vanilla game. He said he pulled back a little bit after Darius Taylor's 71-yard run led to a touchdown. What did you make of that he did pull back a little bit?
I thought he had some Michigan flashbacks where, the way they were being lined up, guys were maybe taking some bad run fits or bad angles. And I think he was fearful that, if he was going to call a play like aggressively in some of these situations and one guy made a bad mistake, it was going to lead to these home runs, because that shouldn't have happened, that play. I mean, guy's coming off a hamstring injury. He's still not even 100% healthy, and you let him go 71 yards on you after literally that was like more rushing yards on that one play than Taylor has had in like 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
So that shouldn't have happened. And I think it spooked him, because you go back to the Michigan game, that's how they lost the Michigan game on defense. They had 3 or 4 of those type of plays. And I think he was fearful, like, hey, if I'm going to call some of this stuff that way and one guy has a bad angle or a bad fit, which happened there, all of a sudden that's going to happen. And it was a tough spot to be in because Minnesota was not supposed to be a big play offense like that. That was just not on the script anywhere.
As far as that goes, hey, were you surprised Guthrie got a black shirt?
No, because he's played 235 snaps over the last 4 weeks compared to like 90 for Buford. He's beat out Marquise Buford, which hasn't gotten a lot of attention because I think they've been very diplomatic and respectful. Because Marquise, he's a captain, right?
Yeah, I'm not positive, but
he's a single digit guy. So I do think there's some. You got to be a little diplomatic there and respect with how things play out. But yeah, Guthrie has won that job and was given a black shirt on Monday as they started the week, and he's been the starter 4 or 5 weeks in a row now.
Sean, going back to Monday to Matt Rule's press conference, which was we haven't talked to you since then, obviously. It was very striking, right, in a lot of ways, how transparent he was about his staff, some of his players. What was your main takeaways, 2 or 3 from that session with Rule?
Yeah, it was a unique session because he's never had one like that where he just, unloaded. But I think he knew if he didn't do that, people would be disappointed. I mean, if he didn't say what needed to be said, and took the onus, but blame, a lot of blame across the board. And it just magnifies this week now that much more what needs to happen. Because if they don't come out and respond to that, then you're worried because USC could come in here with their offense and cause a lot of problems for Nebraska. And, if Nebraska's offense is struggling to do anything, that game can get ugly. So this is such a big week to see how this team responds, to see how Dana responds, how John Butler responds, how the players respond, because, it's just not going to get any easier. I mean, there are no easy games left. This is probably the easiest one of your last 5, the way UCLA has been playing lately, the way Penn State is still on the road. Iowa's caught fire here as of late. So there are no easy ones left. And this is such an important game to kind of, turn this season back to where you want it to be at 6-2.
Okay, Sean, along those lines, what is a reasonable expectation for this team now? Have you adjusted it in your mind after this jolting loss, or how do you assess that? What is a reasonable expectation in the regular season for this team right now?
I think most of us had 8, some had 9, and I still think they can get to 8. I really do. I think this week, though, is monumental to kind of measure what that's going to look like, and if they can get to that win total. I mean, UCLA on the road, I still think that's a very winnable game, just because it's not going to be a real road atmosphere. It'd be more red in that stadium than. I still think Penn State's a game they could actually win on the road. And we never thought that going into the year that they could win that game. Iowa, there'll be a lot of emotion in that game. 8 wins still very much can happen, but they've got to win this game Saturday to get to that point. I think USC is probably the most difficult, though, or I just don't know if they match up well in that game, especially with the way USC's offense plays.
What are your principal concerns on Saturday? We watched the games together. That first couple series, what are you really watching closely?
How they stop the run on early downs defensively. If Northwestern's getting 5-6 yards on first down, and they're doing that consistently, it's going to be a long day. They've got to get back to the point where they're winning those early rundowns, where they're holding them to 1 or 2 yard runs and putting Northwestern in the throwing situations. Northwestern is not a great throwing team. They run it about 60% of the time. They don't want to throw it. So I think how will Nebraska win and match up early on run defense? And then Dylan Raiola, how quickly will the ball get out of his hands? And will he throw it away? I mean, I think that's a real fair criticism at this point. Why does Dylan Raiola not throw the ball away more instead of trying to kind of extend plays or take sacks? There's got to be situations where if nothing's there, throw it away. Don't run around and take a sack in a situation where nothing's there. You got to just throw the ball away and live to see another day.
Fine line there, though. Trying to make some plays too downfield.
True.
Right.
Sean, always good stuff. Thanks for the time. We'll chat with you again next week.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you,
North
Sean.
Carolina, Sean Callahan.
Whoa. Yeah, if they get to 6, if they beat Northwestern and get to 6, and you think they could get to 8, although that schedule ahead, you just got to count on winning close games. Got to count on winning close games.
But like I said, of the talent level, this is, like Sean said, I 100% agree with. This is the least. This is the least roster-wise you'll see. But you're going to go into a Penn State. I mean, Penn State is going to be just demolished. I mean, they got to play Ohio State yet. In 2 weeks. Is Penn State off this week also? Are they playing?
Check.
But in 2 weeks, I mean, they're going to be in horrific shape as a team.
One
they
would
really will.
think unless they can win a couple.
Penn State is off this week.
And then what?
Then they play Ohio State.
They play at Ohio State.
Yeah.
And then they host Indiana.
Yeah.
They're going to be 0-6 in conference play.
So I mean,
they might be decimated.
Yeah, just decimated. I don't know if they could even rally them up for any sort of a win anywhere. But think about this though: if you go there and win, and they're at the time they're 0-6, it's like it doesn't really even it doesn't really count. It really doesn't. I mean, as far as you say, oh no, it's still Penn State. I get that part of counting, but if you're like say you're like, I know the committee really won't be involved in this world, but the committee would look at it and say, just beat a team that has not won a game in the league, and they're 0-6.
And what will that scene look like?
Oh no, it will be.
I want to see that stadium.
Northwestern, it was half full. Northwestern was not. I mean, it will be terrible. It will be absolutely terrible.
30,000 people there or something.
It's going to be cold. It's going to be 0-16.
Now I'm probably overreacting a ton. What's it hold? 100?
100 plus thousand.
100 plus. There's got to be 60
there's
right?
111,000 for the whiteout against Oregon.
Okay, so you would think 60.
Boy, I don't know. Just remember,
60.
106,000 is the capacity there.
Just think about this.
Can you give me 60?
No, not if they're 0-6. No chance. Because here's why.
0-6.
What do you know? What do you know about Penn State as far as travel?
It's hard to get to.
Very difficult. So that will just be someone's in Pittsburgh going, I'm really not going.
Yeah,
I'm not going.
I'm good.
Harrisburg. I'm not going to go. We're 0-6. We don't have a coach, and I'm not going to drive through all this stuff and get caught in traffic and get home late. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And so that is once again a huge compliment to Nebraska, because if Nebraska was in that spot and Penn State was coming here, they'd still fill the place.
God, this league. I watched Iowa Penn State yesterday on the 60-minute deal they have on BTN. They're not great, but they are physical and big. Those teams at the line of scrimmage, you have to start at the line of scrimmage in this league. Iowa, I mean, they have monsters up front. They're not that great, but they're gigantic, and they hammer. I just saw plays where they're hammering Penn State. I mean, just hammering away. You gotta fortify.
Is there ever?
You have to fortify in there.
In the history of college football, I don't know if there's ever been a bigger fall. If they
Penn State,
if they go to 0-6 in the league, and their coach
like
is fired, and it looks like I don't know how they don't. I mean, they're not beating Ohio State, and how can they beat Indiana?
No, they have no chance next 2 games. None.
So they're
seriously, they don't have a chance.
No, not really.
They don't have a chance. They're be 0-6. Think about that.
Oh God.
And they close with at Michigan State, home against Nebraska, and at Rutgers. They could get 2 or 3 wins in conference potentially, but we're talking about number 2 preseason.
How many
team
wins do they have?
They're 3-4 right now. 3 non-conference, 0-4 in conference, 3-0 otherwise.
So they really have no chance. There's not 3 wins there.
Unless they win the last 3, unless they beat Michigan State, Nebraska, Rutgers. They could beat Nebraska.
They could beat those. Nebraska. It could happen. I don't see that.
But
happen.
their best case is 6-6. They will not be Ohio State. They will not be Indiana.
Then you wonder too, is like, what's it going to be like there? Are they going to be kind of like? I would guarantee you there'll be some on that team that wants to go play in a bowl game. There'll be a lot of them that just want it to be over. There will be. There'll be a lot of them just want it to be over.
I understand.
When last year, even though Nebraska finished the season at 6-6 and then went to the bowl, right?
Correct. That's right.
So at 6-6, Nebraska was still a very happy team.
Yes.
When they went to New York City,
different circumstances.
Very happy team.
Different. Yeah.
Like that Penn State, if they're 6-6, it's not.
Nobody's
the same.
picking Nebraska to win a national title last year.
They're the semis last year, and
one play away.
Led by 10 points twice in that semifinal game. By the
I don't know. There would be a better scenario at that. Okay, here we go. We're down 6 overtime. Our ball at home, 111,000 people score this touchdown, and unbelievable. And instead, nope. Throw a pick, crash out.
Toxic. Then it got toxic. Just toxic so fast.
They gave up 42 points at UCLA the next week. They were down 27-7 at halftime in that game. Long trip. I don't care. And UCLA had some. they found something, but still, that's unacceptable.
Wow, what a year.
Before I get to break, Bill, I'm curious. Last night, the lights on the house, what'd you have for a theme?
Made the change. It's just fall. It just
Fall.
says
Fall theme.
And you see it. It looks like fall. It looks Thanksgiving.
What is it?
Yeah, just kind
Oranges and browns.
There's some green, there's some yellow.
Just mixing some yellows.
Yes,
yellows,
absolutely.
some hues. There's a mixture of hues.
Hues are good.
Yes, it's very impressive. Thank you. The lights in our neighborhood are incredible. I can't wait. You're really down to about 1 to 2 weeks tops before Christmas to get them in.
Yep.
Get a hold of Josh McGuire. Yeah.
Under the gun.
Neiman and Sons.
And talk about your life changing when all of a sudden you get to change them every day. Is there ever a day, a night, Jake, that you've had your lights off?
Never.
Never.
Oh, they're always on.
They're always on. You have a selection. And a lot of
What
times
did you have on last night?
I also had fall on last night.
Was it nice?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
It's really
if you
pleasant.
put on the bright whites, it's like, oh wow, it's so bright.
It's a lot of light.
It's really bright. So when we change them, it's like, okay, we need to tone this down. The neighbors are not happy with this.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
HaloCustomLighting.com. Also Neiman and Sons for your own lights. As Bill says, it's Christmas.
Change
is
your
coming.
life.
Do not delay if you want them for Christmas.
You have control of your life.
Yes.
You do. When we come back, Tom Fernelli's got thoughts on Dylan Raiola. Those
Thoughts.
are next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nepco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
If you are a business owner, I want you to think about the amount of time you've spent worrying about safety and security. Lincoln's own experts at Diode Technologies design custom solutions for security, communication, and so much more. From automated security to secure video conferencing, their team sits down with you to get to know you and what your business needs. Manage your operations and get notified when there is suspicious activity. Save time and cut back on stress. Diode Tech always keeps you in the know. Contact them today at 402-793-5124. Bagels & Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through October 26th, enjoy USDA Choice 8-ounce New York strip steaks for $6.98 each. USDA Choice Tri-Tip Roast, $8.99 per pound. And from Thursday through Saturday, enjoy a 3-day sale on all natural chicken breasts, $1.99 per pound. Buy 4, get 4 free on seasoned pork patties and all natural pork butt, $1.88 per pound. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Do you want boots that actually feel good on your feet? Meindl delivers premium German-engineered comfort, brought to you right here from Nebraska. Built tough for trails, fields, and everyday wear, and backed by Meindl's Comfort Promise, so you can try them on with confidence. Use promo code THETICKET at MeindlUSA.com, spelled MEINDL, for free shipping. That's MeindlUSA.com. Meindl, comfort you have to feel to believe.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, areas of frost this morning. Otherwise, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze. The high near 66. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds with a low around 38. Tomorrow, areas of frost in the morning. Otherwise, mainly sunny with light winds and a high near 65. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you tired of your usual barbershop experience? Stop into Scissors and Scotch today. I know what you're thinking. Drink during a haircut? Don't worry. First comes the precision cut from one of their experienced barbers, followed by your complimentary cocktail in their upscale lounge. Scissors and Scotch blends your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. And now you can earn $10 off by simply mentioning the ticket. And if you're an existing member, still mention the ticket for an exclusive offer. Offer valid at Lincoln location only. Scissors and Scotch, located just south of 30th and Yankee Hill, and online at lincoln.scissorscotch.com.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the all-new Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide the smooth energy to get you through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found at Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
We're on the air. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We never get tired of giving out cash. So get out your phones right now.
A deer, a female deer.
Yeast.
It's rising like the sun.
All right. Me. Texas.
All right.
Get your phones out. Text 508-777-1000. Today's word is save. S-A-V-E. Text the word save to 508-777-1000 for your chance to win $1,000. Give it away tomorrow in the IBA Cash Blitz giveaway.
Nice.
By the way, programming note.
Yes.
Rudy doing work again tomorrow. Not Friday. Tomorrow. We are going to have the play-by-play voice of the Northwestern Wildcats.
Oh, wow.
On
Rudy
at
again.
8 o'clock.
Rudy.
His name is Dave Enid.
Is Rudy in the lead to win an award? There has to be an award, right? There has to be some sort of producer of the year
I will
award.
say no producer's ever gotten the guests of the caliber that Rudy's gotten for the show.
Say that again.
Ever. No producer in the history of Early Break the Stool has ever got the guests that Rudy consistently gets. So that's a huge coup for you.
People love
Rudy.
listening to what the other side has to say.
Yes, they do.
Oh, and we're on an incredible run thanks to Rudy. Because the guests we've had have been magnificent.
Think about we had Bill Simon, the Huge from the Michigan show.
Huge is hilarious. Thinking we're betting with farmers. They're the bookies, and you get pies. You go out to the farm and get pies. That was so hilarious. We tried to get him back on for Michigan State.
We might try Friday. Since might as well. Since we don't have a guest Friday.
Maybe get Huge back on.
We had Mo Egger was phenomenal from Cincinnati.
He was really good.
Mo. No, to my knowledge, no one's going to the game. I've not talked to anyone who's going to the game. So if you see anyone, tell them hello.
We had the Akron voice on. He was funny as well. David Skozen.
He travels by himself. He has to say, he goes, I don't see anything because I have to set everything up in the booth by myself. There's no one helping me.
Enjoyed Ryan Burns last week from Minnesota.
Oh, he was so good.
Burns was ridiculous.
Yes.
And I'm probably forgetting somebody else.
We get the play-by-play. You know what? The one thing we got to talk to him about. I want to ask him what it's like to watch a game or doing a play-by-play, looking out at Lake Michigan. I mean,
That'd be pretty cool. I would get captivated.
That's what threw me the most last night watching some Purdue film was just, I mean, they're right on the water.
They are. And it's a little stadium.
And that's got to get really brisk for winter.
It's a little makeshift stadium.
Yes. It is. Wow. It is. So Dave Enid tomorrow, a Northwestern play-by-play voice at around 8:05 on the station. Thank you, Rudy, for getting that.
Good job, Rudy.
So it's from Tom Fornelli before you.
What is this?
Yeah, this is.
What is Fornelli? What's Fornelli's deal?
He just really is annoyed. He's annoyed by Dylan Raiola. He
I
said it
know.
all year long. He did his Big Ten write-up, and he writes, the only quarterback that's been sacked more often than Raiola this year is Auburn's Jackson Arnold with 27 sacks. 26 for Raiola, 27 for Jackson Arnold.
Jeez, 27
He says, I place a lot of the blame for this on Raiola's shoulders. He has a pressure to sack ratio of 2.81. For those who aren't clear, that means how many times is the quarterback pressured for every sack he takes. Among the 116 qualified quarterbacks, Raiola is last at 116th in terms of the pressure to sack ratio.
I don't know. This is a feel thing. I get
Well,
wary. Hold on. I get wary of stats like that. Fornelli, how much does he watch?
He watches a lot. He watches a lot of North. One more on this. He says, I've been critical of Raiola on my podcast this year. I do not think he's a fundamentally sound player, and it annoys me because from a talent perspective, there aren't many in the country with his arm talent. He has great arm strength and tremendous accuracy. He can make every throw in the book, and he can do so in different ways, but he gets sloppy in his footwork, and it leads to misses that shouldn't happen far too often.
I think it's more complicated. I mean, I just watch the pocket collapse all the time. And I sit with guys who say he holds the ball too long. We butt heads up in a press box. I say, okay, holding the ball too long. The pocket is collapsing all around him. He can't even get his arm up sometimes. I know it's not a popular take.
He can't get his arm up. I can't imagine you saying that in the press box. He can't even get his arm up.
It's ridiculous sometimes. And then they're saying, like, you got to throw it down. There's nobody open. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it.
How about this?
Jake, I know you disagree with me.
Well, I got
fine.
one more paragraph.
Yeah, okay.
He says, this is from Tom Fornelli. He watches Nebraska.
It's fine. You can disagree. I don't care.
He says, more often, instead of stepping up in the pocket to escape pressure, he moves backwards or tries to roll to his right or left to buy more time and only ends up running into the waiting arms of a defender.
That's what the guys around me are saying, too. Now, he tries to make plays. That's what he's trying to do because they don't run enough. I just think where I come down on it is even if Fornelli's right about some of this stuff, which he probably is, I'm going to defend the quarterback because it's all on his shoulders.
Oh, the level on the quarterback and on the coordinator, it's a lot. I mean, the level of difficulty. Now, I would say when you have numbers like that, and like I've always said, around game 8, they start to become real. So when he has numbers out of 116, whatever this metrics is, because you talk about it all the time, Steve. They're going, hey, actually, the O-line didn't grade out that bad. Their PFF was not that bad.
It wasn't that bad the other day.
So my point of it is, it's like, okay, when you have numbers like this, so why did he write it? I'm not sure why he wrote it, but you have to. You can't really push back on him when the
not
number,
all of it.
Not when it's 116 out of 116.
Yeah, not all
because
of it.
You know what? Every one of those other quarterbacks have the same situation. They have a lot of situations.
Yeah, I don't think that. I just think it's low-hanging fruit to hang it on the quarterback is what I think. Just to hang it all on him. I think it is a receiver issue. I don't think they run it enough and with enough conviction. That can hold off pass rush. And the line is not playing well.
And the story was written.
What?
The story was written for one reason.
After this, I'll read one more thing.
The story was written for one reason, is because it's at Nebraska.
Stop it.
If Purdue was 116, he's not writing an article.
No,
he wrote an article because 116 was Nebraska.
Yeah,
and that's going to get people to read. People read that.
You're right. I tire of this because of Adrian. I go back to Adrian Martinez, who got all the blame. Then it's sort of. I think we over time realized he didn't have nearly enough around him, but he would always get all the blame. I mean, Jake used to almost get in fist fights.
Jake, you have something over there.
Yeah, this is the final short little stanza from Tom Fornelli. It wasn't quite done
short
yet.
little stanza.
I love stanza.
This is his recap. He says, until Raiola starts understanding that boring plays can be more effective than spectacular ones, Nebraska will have a tough time winning consistently in the Big Ten Conference. Tom Fornelli and Dylan Raiola.
Coach Fornelli, we appreciate it.
He writes about the conference. He watches a lot of Big Ten football. He's been critical all year of
He does
Dylan
watch
Raiola.
a lot of football, Steve. We have to kind of give him. I think he does watch a lot.
Yeah.
How much he watches?
I think he gets.
He's
in
a
the
quad
stats.
box guy. He's a quad box, and then just
He watches his quad box.
Stats.
Well, that's why I went back on the Northwestern side, because really right now the only thing you have the two things that are what's the most credible is really one thing. They're 5-2. And the next part of that 5 wins. I don't know, because when you watch them, it's kind of like, okay,
they're 3-1 in the league.
I like how they I like how they play. I like some things about it. But when you watch it, you will not walk out of that thing going, well, if you see you lost the game, how do you win that game? How do you match up with that? No, it's not even remotely close. Like, how do you win that game? Well, it's not like they got a $40 million roster. No, they don't. No, they don't. They're
well coached.
Trust me, their money is way less than Nebraska's.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say it's 80-20. Carson, chime in.
Thank you to Tom Fornelli. Always
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you to
his
Fornelli.
insight every week
Thanks,
on Big
Tom.
Ten football.
So you butt heads up there, huh?
Thanks. Oh, yeah. Me, Robin, and Sean do on this topic.
They got to go round and round.
I have to bite my tongue a lot. Sometimes I don't, though.
So it's
Occasionally you don't.
When have you bitten your tongue?
I bite it.
I don't know. Not in here. There's no biting.
I have to bite it.
Gotcha.
The spillover is next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by NIPCO on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Buick Farm Outfitters. Now that we're into harvest, it's time to think about what's next on each of your fields. For some, that means cover crops. Whether it's to help with weed pressure or erosion control, boost soil health, or if you need something for cow chow, we can help. We're seeding everything from simple rye covers to more exotic mixes and even winter wheat. So if you're shorthanded and don't feel like you can get anything seeded, just give us a call and we can help. Find us at BoyckFarmOutfitters.com to get in touch. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at HamiltonIsBusiness.com.
Calling all caffeinated Husker fans. Looking to boost your energy and focus? Caffeine alone won't do the trick. Enter Cranium Energy Drinks based out of Fremont, Nebraska, founded by lifelong Husker fans. Cranium is more than just caffeine. Every can has highly dosed nootropics that help boost mental clarity, paired with 150 milligrams of natural caffeine to provide smooth, long-lasting energy as well as enhanced focus. Find it at Hy-Vee Health Markets in Nebraska and Council Bluffs, as well as select gas stations and supplement stores. Or purchase online at drinkcranium.com, spelled with a Y after the I. Enter code EARLYBREAK for 10% off your order.
Do you want boots that actually feel good on your feet? Meindl delivers premium German-engineered comfort, brought to you right here from Nebraska. Built tough for trails, fields, and everyday wear, and backed by Meindl's Comfort Promise, so you can try them on with confidence. Use promo code THETICKET at MeindlUSA.com, spelled MEINDL, for free shipping. That's MeindlUSA.com. Meindl, comfort you have to feel to believe.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today. All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Hello, Husker fans. Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for all your automotive needs. Whether new or used, car, truck, crossover, SUV, or EV, we've got them. Shop our ever-changing specials at ZollnerofBeatrice.com or give us a call today and go Big Red. We are Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Baumgars has a loyalty shopping event this Saturday. Loyalty Rewards members can save $50 on their purchase of $200 or more. You heard that right. Spend $200 or more on any merchandise of your choosing in the store, so no gift cards, and you'll save $50 instantly. The $200 spend is pre-tax and cannot be combined with other discounts or offers. Not a loyalty member? Just sign up today. It's all happening at Baumgars this Saturday only.
Nutrition Authority invites you to check out the all-new Epic Effects. Epic Effects is designed to blast body fat, curb cravings, and provide the smooth energy to get you through the day. Home of free samples and better than internet pricing, Epic Effects can only be found at Nutrition Authority. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
We're on the air.
Back. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Are you afraid of the dark? Raising Cane's has you covered from now until Halloween. Stop by your local Raising Cane's and purchase a glow-in-the-dark Halloween cup for just $139 with the purchase.
Hold it. How much?
$139.
That's incredible.
With the purchase of any combo or 32-ounce drink while supplies last. Also, check out the Halloween VR experience with the QR code on the cup. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Think Tom Fernelli likes Raising Cane's?
Probably does. I guess yes.
Simple one doesn't like it.
Smart.
Simple wants to fight for Nelly.
I think he does.
He does. There's no doubt. I've never seen. I mean, if you want to fight Tom Fernelli, we have a first.
You're throwing hands in here.
Yeah, this is a Feinbaum type moment right here.
It feels like it.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I don't.
So if you saw Tom, if he's sitting out there, you come out, he's sitting by McSafety and Swim. He's on the love seat. What do you say to him right away?
I'd say hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom. Then what else? He's kind of like, hey.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Really? Do we give him a palms
Got anything
up?
else to say about Raiola?
Yeah.
Hey, what's your deal?
What's your dealio?
Just like that. What's your deal?
What's your deal? Say it just like that. It'd be awesome.
Like Harbaugh to Carroll, Pete Carroll, midfield.
Yeah.
What's your deal?
What's your deal?
I don't know. What's your deal?
That'd be awesome.
Remember that when they were at Stanford and
USC.
Pete was at USC respectively?
Yep.
What's your deal? I don't know. What's your deal?
That's so good.
I'm going to assume for myself and Bill will be very limited watching with the NBA getting their full schedule tonight. There was 2 games last night.
Here we go.
We'll wrap it up with this.
All right.
Do you intend to follow several games tonight? NBA? I will not.
I mean, this is uncomfortable.
Be yourself. Yeah. It's a sports radio show. You don't have to be ashamed to talk to watch.
You lose
sports.
the opening game. Do you feel that your team is in trouble for the playoffs if you lose the first game?
No.
Okay.
Not in the NBA.
I don't really have a team, by the way.
You're a Magic fan.
Alex is a Magic fan.
You associate with Alex, don't you?
Yes, and I want them to win. And they're picked. Some pundits pick the Magic number 2 in the East.
Wow.
Number 2, the Knicks, I think would be the popular. Is that right? The Knicks would be the popular.
Who they hire as their coach? Did I ever see that? Thibodeau was out. Who they hired?
I don't even know who they hired.
Who did they hire?
I don't even know.
Hello, I don't. Do they have a head coach?
I don't remember them like coaching waiting or what is it? I have no idea.
I don't remember the news ever coming out.
Good point, Jake. I don't know. Who
I have no idea.
Mike Brown.
Okay,
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown,
who's been around.
He was with the Kings recently, right?
Yes,
They got the 3 or 4 seed with the Kings.
He was a Lakers head coach at one point.
You're right,
yes.
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown.
When did he get hired?
Wow.
July 7th. How did we miss that one? That was July 7th.
Right after the 4th. Kind of busy. I had no idea.
That's fair.
I had no idea.
Mike Brown.
I thought maybe they brought Tibbs back. I had no idea.
They might not. Would they be one in the East? Like, would they be
you
the
get
pick?
the Celtics, of course.
Nah, they're Tatum's out.
Okay.
No, they're not. They're like 5th or 6th, I would think.
I don't know then. Maybe
Yeah.
it's the Magic.
No,
You're
the
right.
Magic are picked 2nd or 3rd.
Could be their
That's
year.
interesting.
Are the-
Indiana?
No,
the Pacers
no.
were in the finals last year.
No, they don't have Halliburton. No,
it's true.
No, they're decimated. They're decimated. No,
All right, well, tune in tomorrow early. We'll do more.
We won't do NBA.
NBA
but
breakdown.
will I be paying attention tonight? Oh yeah.
You're watching ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NBA channel on
Text me,
Sirius.
would you?
Yeah, give us some update
I
on
want
the
you to
games.
text me. I just can't believe you want to
Stop
fight.
it.
I want to fight Tom Fernelli. That's
Bring him here. Bring him to Lincoln.
Fernelli needs
Come
to
on,
pipe
Tom.
down.
Yeah, the rankings was there was 160 in the
Pipe down,
rankings.
Fernelli.
Nebraska happens to be last, and then you're going at Fernelli for you're like
Bringing up the stats.
stats. Yeah.
Okay, stat
I think
man.
he
Yeah.
watches the games. That's
right.
it for us. The drive is next. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen.